Getting out the end of Tuesday. It's a Fast Lane on 101 ESPN with Andrew Marsh, Carey Davis, and Jamie Rivers. I'm Anthony Stalter. 202. Your time check is brought to you by Clarkson Jewelers, an officially licensed Rolex jeweler. Got plenty of discussion today. Football, baseball, hockey. We'll cover it all. Bucks down the Texans last night, 20-19 on Monday Night Football. And the Chargers manhandle the Raiders 20-9. Probably could have been a lot worse, but Chargers were pretty much in control that entire game. They didn't have to do much offensively, and they improved to 2-0 just like the Buccaneers. I don't know if you want to start on the positive side or the negative side here for these two teams.
Whoa.
Why don't we go
Why would
Bucs?
you go negative?
Well, not negative. Negative, you're a Texans fan.
Oh, well, yeah, okay.
Positive, you're a Tampa Bay Buccaneer fan.
Yeah.
What a drive by Baker Mayfield and the Bucs. 2 weeks in a row, they engineered, come from behind. I mean, 2 weeks in a row, they were winning throughout, but never really controlled the game. And then when they absolutely needed to come up with a drive late in the fourth quarter to either put themselves up for good or win the game, I mean, with only a couple of seconds left last night, they did so. Baker Mayfield, the play of the night was Baker Mayfield scrambling to pick up the first down on the 4th and 10 when it looked like all hopes were lost there for Tampa after Houston had stormed back in that one. But Baker Mayfield has been incredibly impressive in Tampa. Bucs are off to a really good start at 2-0, and I mean, what more can you say about Tampa? They continue to win the NFC South.
Well, the general manager and the team have put together a really good team. This team dates back to when Tom Brady went there, pretty much. Like, they've made some tweaks, but the core of the team has been pretty similar over the years. And when Tom Brady left there and Baker Mayfield went in there, people are like, oof, you know. But what Baker Mayfield has done, and we're going to talk about Baker Mayfield later on in the show as well in more in-depth conversation, but, you know, Baker Mayfield was like that rebel in college football. You never knew what he was going to do, if he was going to run, if he was going to pass, who knows, right? But when he got to the NFL, it was unharnessed. And you could see that. He still had, with Cleveland, he had great moments. He had terrible moments. He had great moments, terrible moments. Like, it just was like this roller coaster. He has managed to somehow put a governor on the rebel side of him to where he knows when it's a really bad decision now, he doesn't make it, but then he's still willing to go for something that he thinks he can do. And that's what I see out of Baker Mayfield the last couple of seasons is a guy that manages the ball much better than he ever has, but then he's not afraid. Like, if he has to run and he has to put a shoulder down and get an extra yard or two, he's going to do it. Mm-hmm. And his teammates love him for it. I was telling Marshy, I forget what lineman it was. I mean, it was just a quick little blurb of audio, but he said, sometimes we look up front and there's Baker Mayfield leading the block for us. Mm-hmm. Like, he's out doing that stuff for his team. And it's carrying over into the game to where you see his teammates are battling hard for him, too. He's definitely the leader of that team, which is crazy because Tom Brady was the leader of that team, the ultimate leader of that team when he was there. So much so that Bruce Arians was given a headset with no battery to it. Like, leave me alone.
You can have this. We're not plugging it in.
And so now Baker Mayfield has gone in there, and it's Baker's team now. Mm-hmm. It's totally Baker's team. It's fun to watch.
Baker Mayfield loves football. That's first and foremost. And you can tell the guys that really love the game because they play it in a different way. That run you're talking about, I think, is the one where he got tackled and C.J. Gardner-Johnson was standing over him and he just popped up. Mm-hmm. Like the injury. It might have been but there was that run as well.
Yeah, he
popped up and looked at C.J. like, get the fast lane out of my face. I ain't hurt. Like he loves football, and he was able to will them to a win. On the flip side, the Texans. C.J. Stroud's rookie year was outstanding. I thought he was amazing. He played way above what anyone expected of him as a rookie. These last year and into this year, I don't see that. He was 13 for 24 yesterday. He had just under 200 yards. They should have won that game. Mm-hmm. They had too many opportunities. They get down to the goal line, they don't score. Like, it was too many. They had a big punt return. Like, they had so many opportunities to win that game. And then they finally pop one where Nick Chubb goes and scores the go-ahead touchdown, and then you can't stop them. you can't figure out a way to get them on the ground, inbound, so they got to burn some timeouts. The Bucks methodically walk the ball down the field, march the ball down the field to score the game-winning touchdown, and you didn't do enough defensively to stop them, but you didn't do enough offensively either. You should have scored more than 19 points. You should have scored about 28 to 35 points in that game, but you missed out on too many opportunities, and you allowed the Bucks to get back in there. So the Bucks won it, but I feel like the Texans also lost it because they just didn't seal the deal like they needed to.
Well, it's true. I mean, the Bucks could easily be 0-2.
Correct.
You know, they have ripped victory out of the jaws of defeat two times in a row. They got something in Igbuka, who is, he had a great career at Ohio State. And his game has completely...
He had a drop last night that I thought I was going to disown him as a Buccaneers player.
He did, but he also came up with the touchdown on the trip that was not called.
No, he was diving in the wrong direction.
Was he?
Yeah.
But you can see they're using him on like end arounds and things like that. And in a game last night, Mike Evans had 5 catches for 56 yards. Derek Stingley was all over Mike Evans. So you need somebody else to step up, and Igbuka did. Bucky Irvin had a pretty good game.
I liked himself. His game last night, man. I did.
Who's that, Baker?
Bucky Irvin.
Or Bucky Irvin.
He seems like a no-nonsense running back. I like those guys that I go around you or I go through you. I'd rather go through you.
They got a nice combo there with him and Rachaad White.
Yeah.
But Tampa could have easily lost that game. Instead, they're 2-0 with 2 narrow victories, and hey, good for them. That's a good team. It's
5 years in a row now that they've started 2-0.
Absolutely,
it's an NFL record.
It's impressive. The other thing I thought too, and I know you guys were texting about it, it was a masterclass in clock efficiency last night.
Okay. I got a question about this because I was going nuts. I wish we could get Ashley on the phone. She's at work, unfortunately, but she said, "What is your problem?" I'm like, "They call it damn timeout. You have 2 timeouts left. You're on the 2-yard line, I believe is what you are. And you're letting it go down to 9 seconds left in the game. What are you doing? Why? It was at 15 or 16 seconds. Why would you not call a timeout there? Hang on, CD, before you correct me and tell me I'm wrong, which I know I am, okay? But this is the irrational fan in me. Why would you not call a timeout at 16 seconds, get a nice play organized? If it fails, you still have another timeout, or you can down the football. What are we doing?
They didn't want to give Houston time. That's a hell of a gamble. Well, not really. Yes, but not really. You're already in scoring range. Like, you're right there on the you're knocking on the door of the end zone. You expect to score there. You expect to give yourself 2 or 3 more opportunities to score there. The goal is to not give Houston the ball back. Houston special teams was terrible for Tampa Bay yesterday. You got a block punt. You got a huge return.
That punter thought he had 12 seconds to get that off.
You don't, and it should have been more blocked. Like, the special teams game for Tampa was atrocious. You don't want to give them any time left for a big return, for an opportunity to get the offense, for Texans offense to get back on the field and have a Hail Mary. You just don't want to have them, you don't want to give them any time to do anything. So that's why the Bucks allowed the clock to run down.
You still had, bro.
But you still had time. You knew you were going to have time for 3 more plays. It was 10 seconds left, and you're on the 6-yard line. That's 3 passes if you choose to do that. They ran the ball in for the game-winning touchdown. They had a feeling like they can't stop us.
I didn't like it.
So
my stress levels didn't like it. My heart rate didn't like it.
I think they played it well.
Yeah.
I do. They average NFL. Yes,
you're right, and so is Carey. I didn't like it.
All right, fair enough. If you like the Chargers looked good again last night. Not much to dissect in this one. Although Justin Herbert, they're allowing Justin Herbert to throw. They are allowing him to.
Who knew he could play football?
I don't know. I don't know.
Never seen it.
Yeah, everybody was talking him. Every single person.
Not just a handsome devil, pretty good player.
Mm-hmm.
ESPN, thanks for the stats.
Yeah, right. There's nothing there for the Chargers and Raiders game, just the score.
It was late. They fell asleep.
Yeah, they didn't update it.
Chance to
have had all day.
Yeah. Geno Smith was awful. I don't really understand the Raiders game plan. Ashton Genty had a couple of nice plays. He ran over the one defender there on his first carry, but otherwise that Raiders team, despite winning it week 1 in New England, they had no business matching up with the Chargers last night, and the Chargers now 2-0 two divisional wins for the Chargers.
The Chargers gave them opportunities to get back into that game as well. You had the fumble by Amari and Hampton, which that was a hell of a play by Max Crosby. I mean, outstanding.
He almost took the handoff.
He almost
That's
did.
a terrible
Amari and
exchange
Hampton,
between Herbert and Hampton. Though.
Hampton looked up and saw someone in his face, and he tried to grab the ball from, and he didn't allow him to. He's like, oh, I got to grab this and get out of the way, and the ball fell in. But Max Crosby is a problem. But that Chargers team for me, offensively, defensively, Khalil Mack is probably out for I think he broke his forearm. Like I'm pretty sure when I saw the hit, his arm was dangling. He
Chargers
was in a
gonna
cast
charge her.
or in a sling on the sideline. I'm pretty sure his forearm is broke. He might be out 4 to 6 weeks. He'll have a cast or have surgery or whatever. That's just me playing doctor. But that defense, Derwin James, they can play. They can play some football. Like they are a complete team right now, in my opinion. Like offensively, defensively, and they've lost some key pieces. Rashawn Slater, we thought that was going to be a hindrance for them. But Joe Alt said, I play left tackle in college. I'm really good at this position. I am good wherever you play me on this line. He is outstanding over there. So, and Max Crosby didn't go over there to him. He stayed on the right side. He caused havoc because it's a lesser tackle on the right side now. But Joe Alt is outstanding. The passing game, Justin Herbert is a really good quarterback.
Yeah.
And I will admit it. I just hadn't seen it, Anthony. Hadn't seen. Now we got to get into the playoffs and make some plays, but
yeah, and that's fair too.
Yeah, but he's been really good so far this season.
Yeah, he's 0-2 to 2 playoff games. One wasn't necessarily his fault, the comeback by the Texans, and last year he was awful.
It wasn't Giff Smith. That was the other guy.
That was Brandon Staley's handiwork, yeah.
Brandon Staley.
Yeah. The man that Giff Smith replaced. It's Fastlane on 101 ESPN. Should Nolan Arenado be in the lineup moving forward? A couple of hits last night for him. Cardinals lose, but what's the best game plan in terms of having Nolan Arenado in or out of the lineup? That's next on 101 ESPN.
With over 2 decades of family ownership and operation, my family over there at E&B Granite, they are St. Louis's trusted name in renovations when it comes time to renovate your kitchen, your bathroom, or your outdoor spaces. I can't tell you how many great selections they have over there, from custom countertops, cabinets, flooring. I mean, all of it has so many different patterns, colors, styles. There literally is something for everybody over at E&B Granite. And take my advice. I had my kitchen done by E&B Granite. Take my advice. Head down to 6135 Manchester Avenue. Walk in. Please ask to talk to an in-house design staff person. They're going to walk you through the process of everything that goes into your renovation, whether it's your kitchen, your bathroom, outdoor, whatever. And then they're going to let you pick exactly what you want. And they're going to make sure that you get something that fits your budget and that you're super happy about it. Then the technicians, man, do they do a great job. They get in there. They don't disturb anything. They measure everything perfectly. Then when they pull everything out, they don't damage anything. They're very, very careful what they do. And when they are done, you're going to take pictures and you're going to send them to everybody. It's amazing. So please call my friends over at E&B Granite. Book an appointment so you're sure to talk to somebody when you get down there. That number is 314-645-9300. Again, that's 314-645-9300, or you can always visit enbgranite.com. Remember, E&B Granite, luxury for less in Missouri and Illinois.
This one served into left center field, a base hit. Contreras around third. Hayes loads up. His throw is going to be late.
So that was from the game last night. Of course, you heard Chip Carey on the call. The Cardinals fall to the Reds 11-6. It's the Fast Lane on 101 ESPN with Andrew Marsh, Carey Davis, and Jamie Rivers and Anthony Stalter. That was one of Nolan Arenado's 2 hits in his return from a lengthy stay on the injured list. He was, again, 2 for 4, scored a run, delivered that RBI that you just heard, but the Cardinals struggled to pitch. The bullpen specifically was a disaster.
When did they bring Roycroft back?
Roycroft was bad. Leahy was bad. I mean, the bullpen, the bullpen for all intents and purposes, overall, all season, as a whole,
Marshy,
has been okay.
Not cool.
Has been okay. It's been good at times. Last night was bad. What do you guys think the Cardinals should do with Nolan Arenado? Does it make sense? I know, because to me, I don't think there's enough. Sorry for using this term, but there's not enough runway between now and the end of the season to really spark interest for another team. They know what Nolan Arenado is.
Yeah, the only thing they don't know is if he's healthy, right? Because he spent majority of this season on the IL, kind of mysteriously not around. What's really wrong with him? What's not? He's down there rehabbing, all this stuff. So if I'm to look at it from a productive standpoint as to why I would have him in the lineup finishing the season, is to show teams that he's healthy again, that he's playing, he's moving around the diamond, he's still great defensively. Maybe your fingers crossed, you're like, maybe he finds the offense just a little bit, just enough in this small window. And last night he gets he goes where is he 2 for 4,
right?
So with an RBI. So you're like, okay, I can sell it to a team. Like, hey, he's not going to hurt you offensively, but boys are going to be great defensively. And that is the only reason. That's the only thing I can look at as to why you would be playing him. Because I talked to Doug Vaughn earlier this morning, because Doug was like, well, you're paying a guy $25 million. Why would you pay him to sit at home? You might as well play him. He's a good player. He's good defensively. Offensively, you can get more out of almost any other infielder that you have right now. Whether that's Sajaci, Donovan, Mason Wynn, J.J. Weatherholt, by the way, Nolan Gorman. Like, pick your pony. They're probably going to give you something more than what Arenado can offensively.
That's saying something with Mason Wynn being done for the year, too.
Well, but look at the numbers. Look at the numbers. So the only thing I can see the Cardinals and Chaim Bloom right now, because this is his mess now to clean up, is let's show teams that a soon-to-be 35-year-old can still play at a high level. And if he can, then we box him up. We don't let him play next year. Like, we get rid of him in the offseason. That's it. That's the only thing I have.
I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but Nolan Arenado ain't going nowhere. He's going to play every day this year, and he's going to be on the team next year. He's not going anywhere in terms of being traded. There, in my opinion, is no value for any team to say, you know what? That 36-year-old guy in St. Louis is the guy we need for our team to win a championship. And it's not because he's an older gentleman. It's not because he's not a future Hall of Famer. There is no value there. And he has a no-trade clause. So you have to be specific. All things have to align perfectly for Nolan Arenado to be traded to another team. It ain't happening, so quit asking.
Whoa. Well, he only makes $16 million next year and $15 the year after.
Yeah, and he's not going to be
as opposed to $21 million that he's making this year.
$16 million for him to bat what, 8th, 7th on a team that's a contender. Like, I don't see it. Like, in my opinion, he's not going to be on another team via trade. He might be DFA'd. And
what if he traded him, Carey, and the Cardinals said, you know what, we'll eat half of the remaining 2 years. So $8 million.
Who wants him?
I think the Dodgers would jump on that.
Why haven't they?
Well, they've had guys there. I just think moving forward.
They've had a bunch of injuries, too. The entire team has been injured.
Nolan Arenado's been injured, too.
Not during the trade deadline. He was healthy. Their entire team has been hurt.
I'm just telling you, you're asking me for a team, and I look at the team. If the Cardinals said, we'll eat 50%, so Dodgers can cost you $8 million. Yeah, he's going to bat 8th in your lineup. He's not going to hurt you, but he's going to lock down the hot corner. And he's a local guy. I'm not saying you like the deal. I'm only giving you listen, Carey, I'm struggling to even give a possibility.
I think that's wishful thinking. And I would say, if you're a Cardinal fan, Just be prepared for Nolan Arenado to be playing third base and deal with it and quit asking about it. If I was Chaim Bloom, that's what I would come out and say. Look, man, we can't trade him. We ain't going to trade him. Nobody wants him. We got him. We're paying him. He's playing. Next question. If you want to set a tone, you want to set a tone.
You just sound like the Lions defensive coordinator after
Quit
game one.
asking. That's what you do.
I don't know.
He's
if that
not
would
going
roll
anywhere.
very well, though.
Why not? It's the truth.
It is, but maybe
It ain't. I'm not. No, you. So
He's no good.
Mo was not direct enough for you. Now I'm too direct. Get over it. Right? That's what I would say. He's here. We're paying him. He's playing. Next question. If you can find a damn trade, go ahead. Hell, I've been trying.
Well, I think
What the hell are you asking me for?
if you're the Cardinals, you can make the argument that yes, you say he was quote-unquote healthy. I don't think he was quote-unquote healthy. He was playing through stuff pretty much all season from what it sounded like. That's why he ended up taking some time off. But if he is quote-unquote fully healthy now and he starts to produce, then maybe you can float that out to other teams and say, hey, this is what a full Nolan Arenado looks like.
Was he fully healthy last year?
No.
I don't think he's been fully healthy for a while.
Guys, he's a declining asset.
I know, but I'm trying to get rid of him.
I understand that.
ain't gonna
I
trade
do.
him, brother.
I get that.
I'll just give him away.
There's no value. You're going to have to dump him. It's
That's
either
the only way.
Carey is right in that you either hold on to him because nobody's going to trade.
But if you hold
Or
on to him,
dump him.
Anthony's going to want to play every freaking day.
And I would dump him.
He's going to play every day.
I don't like that answer.
I would eat the rest of the contract, which is a big ask from ownership.
$31 million.
It's a big ask from ownership, but whoever you play at third base next year isn't going to be making anything. So it's a bit of a wash for the next 2 seasons. It's not like you're dumping Arenado and then adding a $15 million player.
You'd be paying $15 million for, hypothetically, for J.J. Weatherholt to play third base.
Correct.
I got you.
Or Nolan Arenado, or I'm sorry, Nolan Gorman, or whoever.
Do you think that this organization wants to have the label of a team that dumped a future Hall of Famer because they themselves could not produce a quality ball club?
I understand your question, Marsh. I do. I think too many times we think that stuff is a big deal. And I think you played professionally.
Everybody leaves.
Everybody knows. It's a professional sport. Sometimes you have to move on from players.
But do you trust the Cardinals to do that? This is our thought process. Do you trust the Cardinals to do that?
I don't trust the Cardinals when it comes to like dumping money. No, I don't. No.
But at some point, somebody's going to have to do it.
You're going to have to.
Oh, I agree with you.
A declining asset. It's just mind-boggling to me.
I mean, it's obvious. It's obvious. Look, healthy, not healthy. He had a 149 WRC plus in 2022.
That was the third. That was third in MVP voting.
107, 102, 85. That's the drop. So he went from 7 percentage points above average, 2 percentage points above average, 15 below.
But what was
this is a declining offensive player.
2023 or 2022? What was it?
2021 was his first year with the Cardinals. Was 112.
Yeah.
When he finished third in MVP voting, he was a 149.
Oh God. Now he's 85.
Now he's 85.
Oh.
Yeah. Anything else? So you don't like the WRC plus metric? Fine. Look at the batting average. He hit 293 when he finished third in MVP. He's 266, 272, 238. Home runs is a big indicator. He went from his first year at the Cardinals, he hit 34, then 30, then 26, then 16, then 10. He's got no pop. He's not getting on base consistently. He's still a really good glove. But nobody's going to pay $31 million over the next 2 years for a glove. It's not going to happen. You're going to have to move on. You're going to have to either dump them or you keep them for the next 2 years. But if Carey's right, and you better tell the fan base that we're going to hold on to him because it's a money thing.
If I keep him, he's becoming part of the coaching staff. What? I'm not joking.
I know you're not. That's why it's funny.
It's a take it or leave it for Nolan Arenado. Or you can walk away and leave the money on the table. Mm-hmm. You will not be playing at all this year.
Yeah. He ain't leaving no money on the table. He's going to walk away with money in his pocket.
Unless it's the Brandon Saad thing, where he's so pissed off, he's like, I don't care. I'll void my contract.
How much was Brandon Saad guaranteed?
I don't know. Carey, it's my story.
I'm mad because that's $31 $30 million.
But I'm going to pay him that to be a coach.
Hell no. You can't.
You're paying him either way.
But Carey, you're paying him either way. Sit at home and make $31 million, or be in my dugout in the batting
I'll sit
cages.
at home and make $31 million.
Okay, then go home. Goodbye. Now, Nolan Arenado has opted to not stay a Cardinal.
Nah.
That's how we can
I don't
spin it
think
to the
that's how that works.
What?
I don't think that's how that works. That's what I do.
Jamie's
Or I
really
can
good
sit-
at spinning.
Or I can sit in the
You are.
dugout.
I'm impressed, man.
Or I can sit in the dugout, and every time a throw goes over the first baseman's head, someone can ask, well, why the hell is he sitting there and not playing?
Ooh, Nolan, he's not healthy.
No, I'm healthy.
No, he's really not.
He's molding young minds.
But you didn't like my spin on that?
No, I did. I really did. I'm always impressed by it.
Nolan Arenado has opted to leave the Cardinals.
Yeah.
It's a shame. We'll miss him. He'll be a Cardinal Hall of Famer one day.
We'll bring him back a couple of years. All right, the NFL Pick'em Challenge.
Whatever, Carey.
We'll update you on how we did. And I'll tell you what, somebody within this room gets punished next.
Oh, I didn't even look at that.
It won't be BK. That's next on 101 ESPN.
Anthony, at the gym this morning, I love when these questions come my direction because people listen to the show, they hear us talk about mentality, and the first thing that come up, it's like all quiet, like I can't let anybody know. Hey, does that really work, that mentality? I'm like, what are you talking about? Why are we whispering? Yes, it works. I'm living proof. Anthony is. So many other people are living proof that it works, and it's not some secret recipe. All it takes is initiative. Get into mentality. Get your blood panel done. If there's no problems with testosterone, don't worry about it. You're fine.
Right.
But if there's a problem with anything else, they're going to see it on the blood panel. Most of the time, if you're feeling the way Anthony and I did, probably a little dip in the testosterone, they're going to get you back to normal. A low vitamin B and vitamin D, that affects you. Iron as well. All of these things affect you in certain ways. But if you don't know, you cannot fix it.
Yeah, Jamie's absolutely right. And like you said, if you're feeling that way, sluggish, tired all the time, lacking of energy, you're constantly on your couch or in your you're not waking up at early on a weekend to get it revving up. You skip the gym constantly, or maybe you've tried a couple of things. Maybe you're like, you know what, inside the gym it's harder and harder. I'm trying to eat right, and I'm still not seeing the results. That could also be a sign of low testosterone. Bottom line, Mentality is there to help. So head down to Mentality or check them out online. You can go to mentality/radio.com to find out. But you can book an appointment there, or you can go to one of the two locations, one in South County, one in Chesterfield. Tell them Jamie and Anthony sent you in there. But bottom line is, man, there's really no risk to you. Most of the insurances are covered by Mentality. Start to feel like the old version of you. It's Mentality.
101 ESPN Sports Center.
I'm Andrew Marsh. It's time for a Sports Center update driven by Johnny Londoff Chevrolet and Johnny Londoff Autoplex. The Cardinals fall to the Reds last night by a final score of 11-6. Michael McGreevy will be on the mound tonight for the Cardinals. He'll face off against Andrew Abbott. First pitch tonight is at 6:45. NFL Week 2 has come to a close. 2 Monday Night Football games for you last night as the Bucs take down the Houston Texans and the Chargers defeat the Raiders. We'll find out next who will receive the punishment for our NFL Pick'em Challenge. So don't go anywhere. I'm Andrew Marsh, and the Sports Center update is driven by Johnny Londoff Chevrolet and Johnny Londoff Autoplex. See them at londoff.com. Chevy, together we drive. Are you kidding me?
Well, as we mentioned yesterday, last night's Monday Night Football games did not matter for us when it came to the Fast Lane Rizzuto Show Pick'em Challenge. After the Rizzuto Show took Week 1, we here in the Fast Lane took Week 2. Nice job, guys. So we've evened things up. Brandon Kiley led us all with 13 points. So BK with a massive bounce back after only scoring 8 last week. He got 13. So he came to play. He was walking out the door last week. He said, I'm going to be better, guys. And in 1 week he was. So again, 13 points for Brandon Kiley. Jamie and Carey both had 12 points.
Nice, Carey.
Nice job, guys.
Well done.
So 13 for Kiley, 12 for Jamie, 12 for Carey. 11 points for both Marsh and I.
It's a good week, boys.
It's a really good week. So the Fast Lane came to play. 13 points, a couple of 12-pointers with CD and Jamie, and 11 points for Marsh and I. But Marsh and I, we knew it would come down to a tiebreaker because last night we both had the same teams. It would come down to the tiebreaker. Marsh, with this little tie-breaking system, got a plus 89. I got a plus 82.
Oh, no.
So I'm the one that's going to have the punishment today.
Is that why you're wearing those big, thick jeans today?
Exactly. Yep. So I don't know, who's going to do the honors here. But
I think Marsh should do it.
Yeah, I think Marsh should do it because you made him wear the Falcons.
I didn't make him.
You brought it for him to wear it.
But they just were dueling, so I thought it'd be best if the last duelers.
That's fine.
Yeah,
I
Challenge you to a duel.
Yes.
I thought it would have been appropriate since, unfortunately, Marsh's Vikings lost on Sunday night. He had the punishment yesterday. He had to wear, which I don't think is a punishment, but he had to wear the Falcon helmet and the jersey.
I mean, it looked cool, but, still the Falcons.
His head was hurting.
His head was hurting.
It was sweaty.
I thought it would have been perfect. Marsh, you lost in fantasy football again this week.
To you.
To Jamie and I. Bury the bodies.
Yeah,
gotcha.
I got smoked.
So I just thought it was appropriate if you would be the one that's punished. But nevertheless, it's me.
I think it evens itself out. You beat me in fantasy football, so
Okay.
that makes sense.
All right. I'm going to take my head.
This on?
Yep.
Let's get it on.
All right.
Anybody grab the airsofts?
Yeah, Marshy wouldn't have grabbed it for you. He's...
All right, Marshy, I'm going to let you stand where I'm at, and I'll move to Anthony's.
And I'll move out of the way so our good folks can
Anthony,
see this.
We would prefer that if you bent down and grabbed your ankles, please, during this process.
Make sure I'm...
would, you sicko.
Are you ready,
my.
Anthony?
No underwear. Gutsy.
All right. Count me
Carey,
down.
you better heads up.
I'm trying
Marshy, you're a little tight.
make sure I'm out of the way.
Where do you want me to stand? Right here?
Yeah, we usually go
All right,
behind
all
the
right.
mic.
But I want to
Carey,
be out
I'm
of
not
your
going to
way.
hit you.
Carey, go the other way.
All right, Anthony, count me down.
The camera can't see him.
3, 2, 1.
Oh,
Oh,
we had a
wow.
misfire.
Wow.
No.
Good job, guys.
No.
We got to
Hold on. Let me make sure my...
You'd think by now maybe we would all pitch in like $10 and get a new one of these things?
Nah.
Hopefully that works. There's a delay on our YouTube channel, so I can't really tell if the camera is...
You're doing a hell of a job, CD.
Thank you.
All right, we'll see if it works now.
Let's go, Anthony.
3, 2, 1. Still a misfire. We got a misfire.
Good job, guys.
Nah, I don't think
This is
that works.
irritating me.
You got to drop down to one knee. Really sell it.
Move that out of the way. There you go. Now we're good.
Live radio, you said, huh?
Yeah.
Live radio.
Do it.
Okay.
This is why Anthony wouldn't leave the studio that one day. Ain't that right?
That's exactly right. You can't have dead air.
Yeah. Good talk.
Nope.
Come on. We got to get a new one.
That one works.
That one fired. Where the hell did it go?
In the trash can.
Oh. It
Here we go. Here we go. 3, 2. Oh, that one worked.
That one definitely
That one
worked.
worked.
That one looked like it was center mass.
Right cheek.
Anthony, your thoughts following the punishment?
I don't want to be there again, guys.
Yeah.
But you know what? It came in a win. Came in a win. So if you're gonna get the airsoft punishment, at least one, have a good week. Which
You did.
11 points is a good week, just not good enough on the team. So
What did they have?
they had
Week 1, was it Riz that crushed it?
Rafe had 14, so Rafe led the week.
This week?
Yep.
14?
Yep. Everybody else. Their next highest was King Scott at 11.
Oh,
Moon
that's
had
a tough
11.
week.
Riz had 10. Learn had 10, and I think Learn got 2 today. Then
Ooh.
because Learn finished. I think they tied last week. Her and Rafe, so they got them both. They punished them both, and then this week I think it's just Learn. So
How
Learn's
about
off
Rafe
to
was
a
14, though? Holy crow.
yeah. He did a nice job.
Heck of a week.
Yeah. All righty. Would you guys like to do the presser?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'll start off.
Yes,
Andrew
Andrew
Marsh
Marsh.
here.
Yep.
Down in front here. Go ahead.
Thank you. Anthony, tell us about the offense. No, I'm just kidding. That's a question reserved for Brian Kelly.
Won the game. We won the game.
Worst pick of the week for you.
Great question, Marsh. First game right out of the gates there. I went with the Commanders. I took the risk. I rolled the dice, and it wound up costing me. And I just picked the Packers. I'm not in this spot today.
What pick do you look back on, and not that you regret, but it was a surprise at the outcome, one that you're like, man, I looked at it so differently when I made the pick?
Probably the Broncos and Colts. Since I took the risk on Thursday night with the Commanders, I decided that I wasn't going to take a risk with the Broncos and Colts, even though that line smelled like old fish.
Just a follow-up question. Jamie Rivers from 101 ESPN again. Do you regret taking that pick on Thursday with the Commanders? He's like, I thought I'd take it. Like, how much do you regret that now?
I regret it 115%. It's a mistake. It's a mistake I won't make again.
Carey Davis, 101 ESPN. You are a Falcons fan, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
I'm looking at your rundown here, and you missed on the Falcons-Vikings game. Can you explain to us why you would dare go against your team that you indeed love since you were 12, 13 years old?
Oh, it's 9. That's an easy one, actually, to answer, Carey. It would be the 7 straight non-playoff years for the Falcons, 7 straight losing seasons. Yes, Carey?
So, just to follow up to that question, you are one who, when you and I watched the NFL draft a couple of years ago, you were definitely higher on Michael Penix Jr. than one J.J. McCarthy, and yet you still. Michael Penix Jr. plays for your Falcons, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that's the
you
problem.
still chose to go with the Vikings in that game, and the Vikings were down multiple defensive players on the defense side, multiple players, multiple starters.
Weird pick.
J.J. McCarthy didn't necessarily look great.
Carey, where are you going with
I'm
this?
just trying to figure out why the hell you picked the Vikings and your Falcons were the team that won.
Well, I told you. I mean, this Vikings they're just a big, hairy winning machine. 14 wins last year with Sam Darnold. You've seen him play.
Yeah, you deserve to get shot.
Whoa.
Yeah, you chose the Vikings over your home team. Don't do that again. Vikings are going to win the division.
It's one thing if your home team's playing like the Lions or the Packers or the Eagles. Like,
What about the Bucks?
They should have won that game too.
And I picked the Bucks last week.
It's just
You
really
should
bad
have.
when he's like, when you're
You know what?
taking-
These line of questions are all like, do better. Lineup game will come out in a couple of segments. We'll do the lineup game when the damn lineup is out.
At some point.
Are the Blues better at forecasting talent than the Cardinals? We'll get into that next on 101 ESPN.
Listen up, home sellers especially. It can be stressful. Want to put your house on the market? Right now, the fall is right around the corner, then holiday season. It's stressful to know when to put your home on the market, and especially what the listing price should be. So take all of that guessing work out of your way. Call Gloria Lou with your home sold guaranteed realty. Look, Gloria's been in the business for over 20 years. She understands the market. She understands the price range that your home should fall into. And, you know, we talk about guaranteed realty. Well, she guarantees to sell your home for 100% of market value, or she'll pay you the difference. And Gloria Lou is confident about selling your home because she's got over 24,000 buyers in waiting. That is a lot. And not everybody's going to qualify for your home, but there is a big part of it that will. And so for you as the home seller, just get busy packing. Call Gloria Lou because she's selling your home as we speak. Give her a call. Tell her Jamie Rivers sent you in. Her number's 314-325-6888. Again, that's 314-325-6888. Or you can always visit GloriaHasTheBuyers.com. Again, GloriaHasTheBuyers.com. And remember that Gloria and the seller must always agree upon the sales price and possession date.
It's the Fast Lane on 101 ESPN with Andrew Marsh and Carey Davis. I'm Anthony Stalter. Are the Blues better at forecasting talent than the Cardinals? Not the same sport, obviously. Baseball can be a little trickier because even though hockey, you also have to spend some time either in college or the minors or whatever. It seems to be a much longer process, I think, for baseball players.
Well, some of them are drafted so young too.
Absolutely, yeah. So it's not an apples to apples comparison.
No, but this is a different angle to it. Marshy, I know you stumbled across something that you thought was interesting, and it actually that's what sparked this conversation.
Sure. Yeah, Robert Thomas ranked 32nd in the top 50 players for NHL Network. Last year, he was unranked, so that's good for Blues fans, seeing that one of their favorite players is now a top 50 player in the NHL. It just shows the growth that Robert Thomas has had. And we know that Robert Thomas is under contract, and Doug Armstrong gave him an extension a couple years ago. So Robert Thomas will be with the Blues for the foreseeable future. And we are about to, I would say, witness the prime Robert Thomas years. And the foresight of Doug Armstrong to get this guy locked up is just something that I don't think the Cardinals have really done. Mm-hmm. I don't think they've done that. I don't think they've done that well. Now it's a little bit different arbitration, a little bit different in baseball than what hockey has. Obviously, there's a salary cap in hockey, but I do believe that the Blues have had better, if you want to call it luck or just wisdom or whatever you want to say, better forecasting of talent than the Cardinals.
So here's where I want to go with this is, and again, it's not apples to apples because baseball has different rules with their CBA and all the ARB thing that you're talking about.
No salary cap.
No salary cap. But here, let's do this here. So Robert Thomas is 32nd out of the top 50 players ranked. Mm-hmm. Okay. Guess where his contract ranks in the NHL?
You said 30 what?
He's 32nd by the player, his abilities, and all that stuff.
His contract ranks 61.
Carey?
79.
Marshy?
And what do you mean by rank in terms of...
in the NHL. So, like the highest paid player to the lowest paid player.
Gotcha. I thought you meant by, like, value per point or something.
Nope, just flat out money.
Wow, I'll go... I'm going to go 122.
Okay, so he's 32nd. His contract, tied with Jordan Kyrou, is 71st in the NHL.
Is that what I said?
You said 78, I think. You were closest. Carey's closest to the pin. But my point in the exercise is you've got a player that's ranked 32nd for actual playing ability.
Yeah.
And one would argue it could be a little bit higher. I'm sure some would argue it could be a little bit lower. Let's just say it's in that area, 30 to 35, okay? Put a little buffer in there. His contract in actual dollars is 71st in the NHL. That's value.
Yes.
And the year right now is 2025. Mm-hmm. Let's go ahead here. Let's forecast just a little bit for fun because he's 71st right now in the NHL. Where do you think 8.125 is going to be when his contract fully matures, when he's done? Because he's got 6 more years remaining on his contract at 8.1. So 71st. Where do you think Robert Thomas will be ranked in the NHL as a player? Will he be top 20, top 15? And his contract, by the way, it's going to keep going the other way because everybody else is being paid. So therefore, 71 will become 100, will become 130 quickly.
Yeah. I mean, I think he's going to be a top 20 player.
Yeah.
And I think, the contract's going to be like in the hundreds.
6 years from now, that is going to be an unbelievable deal. But going back to the original question of the extension, recognizing their talent, however Marshy worded it, but so like the Cardinals, even though they have the arbitration and all that stuff, they still have that stuff with hockey. You have RFAs, qualifying offer, you drag it along, then you get to arbitration for a couple of different years. Like you can go through that process. But I do think because it's a salary cap sport, you want to lock up some of these young players as quick as you can, which is why I keep my mentality, right, wrong, or indifferent, is I look at Mason Wynn. I look at a J.J. Weatherholt. I look at some of these young players that are coming up, and I go, you know what? Cardinals should just lock them up. And I know Carey's dead set against that. Carey wants to use the process to his advantage. No,
I said that with Brendan Donovan.
Oh, well, I just figure you're always against whatever I say. So, my bad.
Yeah.
We're not to take it personal.
But I said to Marshy in the office, I was like, what if the Cardinals just acted or operated internally like there was a salary cap? Like if your budget is $165 million, that's your salary cap. Mm-hmm. And why not say, you know what? Let's lock up Mason Wynn. It may not make sense because we either ride it out and go through the arbitration and do all this stuff, or it could just be a Robert Thomas or a Jordan Kyrou situation to where 8 years past your extension or whatever, it's a dream come true because they far exceeded what they can do on the field, and the contract keeps getting lower and lower because everybody else is getting higher and higher.
Yeah.
Now, the players and the agents have to play ball too.
Sure.
But most players who are young like this and their age aren't going to turn down. Like Robert Thomas, you think he was going to turn down 8 times 8 when he was offered? No chance. Kyrou, are you kidding me? That's great. Now they're looking at it going, man, we probably should have went with a 3 or 4 year deal because the salary cap is exploding. So I think that was the overall conversation is, should the Cardinals, Chaim Bloom / DeWitts, start to operate a little more like the NHL and lock up some of their young players? Not all of them, but ones who they think can be difference makers where the contract becomes of value 3 or 4 years down the road.
I was going to say, in terms of forecasting talent, Robert Thomas is 25 years old, but he's going on his 8th season. Mm-hmm. And I think that that's important to keep in mind when you're looking at some of the Cardinals' talent. Brendan Donovan is 28 years old, and this is his 4th year, and this is his best year. So if you can kind of, I guess, gauge where players are, and Robert Thomas has been, on the precipice of being a superstar in this league for a few years now, and we expect this to be his 100-point season where he kind of has that landmark season where you're like, yep, this is the year where he has got the guys on the wing with him and he's able to do all of the things that you expect. But I think it takes time for players to mature and grow into being that player. It is rare where a guy comes in as a rookie and is a superstar. And we look at that superstar player as a rookie like, well, why can't everybody else do that? Because everybody isn't LeBron James. Everybody isn't Bryce Harper. Everybody isn't
you lock up
Paul
Mason Wynn?
Hell yeah, I would.
So
I would.
I think he's a gold glover, but he's not like a LeBron James.
I think he is. I think his trajectory in terms of his defense is to be the best or one of the best shortstops in baseball for the next 8 to 10 years. I think that's a no-brainer. But when you look at a guy like Brendan Donovan, who is a little bit older, 28 years old, his 4th year, I don't look at him and project him to be in the same role or in that same mold for the next 4 to 5 years. So
let's eliminate those types of players.
Yeah.
Okay.
Younger players.
Like younger players. And somebody puts on here, well, what if you would have signed Jordan Walker right away? You're right.
You wouldn't have because he didn't show you enough.
He showed you something, but not enough. Mason Wynn has shown us he was a Gold Glove finalist in his rookie season, and he probably is going to win it this year. Mm-hmm. Now, has the offense dipped a little bit? Yeah, he's been injured, whatnot. But again, let's go back to the Ozzie Smith comparison here. Ozzie was never ripping the cover off the ball either, but he was unbelievable defensively, good on the bases, all of those things that you wanted. So when I look at players like Mason Wynn, and I use J.J. Weatherholt because I feel like the way he is progressing, he'll be that guy. He's going to have a good first year, and you'll probably be like, you know what, let's lock him up. Then you don't have to worry about a couple of positions on the diamond for your club. Mm-hmm. Jordan Walker, he's been a little too much of up, down, all around. Nolan Gorman, same thing. There are certain players where you're going to pump the brakes, and you're not always going to win.
Yeah.
You're not always, like, if you give an extension to somebody for 5 years,
sometimes it might not.
It may not work, but at least you're locking a player in to a rate that is not going to go up over the next 4 or 5 years.
Yeah, I love the idea. We've seen other teams utilize this, and they've done quite well with it. The Brewers are the latest example. Looks like they're going to do very well with Jackson Churio's deal. Atlanta has become kind of a poster child of signing players well before they hit the open market. I think it's a great idea. I think they should pursue guys like Mason Wynn and ask them. The MLBPA is very strong. Yeah. You mentioned it at the start of the segment, Jamie. The MLPA will come in and tell Mason Wynn not to do it. They will. They'll say, hey, listen, there's a reason why they're doing this. They're kind of shorting your market now. Now, it's a lot of money. It's a lot of guaranteed money and all that.
$115 million.
It's hard to turn down, right? They're also giving me 8 years of guaranteed money.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, this is...
And it is.
I know they will do it.
Whatever.
Yep.
Sign me up, brother. Mm-hmm. And in 3 years, you'll be mad as hell, but...
Well, maybe.
Maybe not.
Maybe not.
It's just going to be fun to watch a lot of people on the Blues side look at, never mind Robert Thomas, especially Jordan Kyrou. I mean, a lot of fun watching them as he continues to put up 70 to 80 points, maybe even higher, and his contract becomes more valuable every single year that goes by.
Sure. It's Fastlane on 101 ESPN. We'll see with the Cardinals. We got the lineup game next. Well, if you followed some of my picks last night for underdog, you did quite well. I took a couple of rushing props for quarterbacks, and including Baker Mayfield and Geno Smith, and it worked out well. How you want to play your underdog picks, so it's completely up to you. So Thursday Night Football's right around the corner. You can look at a couple of plays for the Miami and Buffalo game and choose whether or not those players are going to go higher or lower on their stats. But when it comes to underdog, they don't just have NFL. They got WNBA. You got playoffs going on right now in the WNBA. They got, of course, baseball. We're getting closer and closer to that postseason. They got college football. They got it all at underdog, and you can play right here in Missouri. You could get if you get your entries right, you could win up to 5,000 times your cash, and you can play for as little as $1. Got a great promo for you too. If you download the Underdog app today and sign up with my promo code, which is just my first name, you just type in Anthony to score. You could score $50 in bonus funds when you play your first $5. Again, play your first $5. If you use my promo code Anthony, you're going to score $50. Just sign up with that promo code. Millions of fans have already won billions making plays on Underdog. Will you be next? Underdog, make plays, win money. Must be 18 or older and present in Missouri. Terms apply. See assets.underdogfantasy.com/web/play and get terms _DFS_.html for details. Concerned with your play, call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.inspeedgambling.org. Your time check is brought to you by Clarkson Jewelers, an officially licensed Rolex jeweler. Time to play the lineup game the Cardinals
There you go,
and
baby.
Reds continue their series tonight.
Let's go!
Carey's hungry. Let's feed him.
14 games left. Or 13.
Should we have
Still
our own
time.
Should we have our own magic number?
No, it's still time.
Nah,
We're only 4.5 games out.
That seems like too much work.
Yeah, only 4.5 games out.
This is like math.
We're not counting down to
No,
playoffs.
I know exactly what you mean. It still seems like a lot of energy to spend on this team, And
Okay.
we're
4.5 back, boys.
I had 4 yesterday.
Man, how many games have they left out there?
I mean,
Like 5 in the
30.
last 7 days.
Come on, man.
roughly
They could
30.
actually be in the third wild card.
Yeah.
If they, yes.
Yeah.
Are you going to keep saying that every damn day?
Yeah, because it drives you nuts.
Are you literally going to say that every
I'm
damn
going to
day?
do it until you swallow your own tongue and rage.
There is somebody sitting in their car like, that's what I've been saying the whole time, Jamie.
Pete, they're right. Your
They're
favorite
not.
baseball team is going to make the playoffs.
You are right about that.
Okay.
That's not for everyone, though.
No, it's not. Andrew Abbott tonight, he's a left-hander. So, left-hander on the bump tonight.
Does that change anything at the top, you think?
No.
I don't think so. I think Donovan's still
Go ahead,
in the line.
buddy.
Show us. Brendan Donovan.
Look at that guy. Vibrant, handsome, hair.
Is this little croissant? I think so, with the lefty on the bump. Show us that little croissant.
Oh, Yvonne? That's a French-ass name, Yvonne. Yeah, my little croissant. Little cheese on my croissant.
This is Wilson Contreras because they don't bat lefties third when there's a lefty on the
That's
bump.
a really good observation from
Show
Carey.
us Wilson Contreras.
I think he's wrong, though.
You are so wrong.
Anthony was with me there.
Oh,
wasn't.
yeah. No? What
I
did
think it's Burley.
Oh, okay,
I
go
think
ahead.
the Cardinals have mailed it in. I don't think they care.
No, go for
Go
it.
ahead.
Show us Alec Burleson.
No, no,
Oh,
no.
dang, I'm wrong, too.
You know who it is.
No, Nolan.
Yeah, your guy.
Show us.
No.
Nolan Arenado.
A lot of people think you get in your mid-30s and your career's over, but like I always say, until they stop scouting, I ain't going to stop playing.
I don't even know what to say at this point.
Show us Wilson Contreras.
That's ridiculous.
He's not playing.
Oh, no, he's not
He's
playing.
not playing.
All right.
So,
This is probably Burley.
Burleson.
He's
Yeah.
probably at first base.
batting cleanup against a lefty? All right.
Yeah.
Why not?
Why not us?
Show us Alec Burleson.
You're already acting like you're a star, and we haven't even opened yet.
I mean, this could
You go
be
Newt here?
This could be anybody. This could be Newt. This could be
I don't think you go lefty-lefty, though.
Then Sajasi, if you don't want to go
Batting fifth?
lefty-lefty. Yeah.
You do it. I don't believe it.
Show
I don't know.
us Thomas Sajasi.
Richard, do I have a mark on my face? It really hurts.
Do you believe now, Justin Herbert?
Nothing. I thought I hit on the shoulder. My shoulder doesn't hurt very much, but my face does.
Okay,
I've
so
been cool. I've been
Donovan.
like, yeah, no.
Burley, first base. So
Falcons look good, didn't they?
You stop it.
Guys, am I the only guys that are really trying here?
Show us Lawrence Newt Bar.
Yeah, go for it. No, he said it. He said it.
Oh, my goodness.
Yes. The less we care, the more right we are. Show us Pedro Pajes.
There you go. Just do it.
Let's do it, man.
Oh, my God. All right.
Go, Carey.
You're out. Maybe. Show us Nolan Gorman.
Why not?
What a shame.
Yeah, I know. Show us Jordan Walker.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, the walk
Show us
show.
the walk it like it's
He's
hot.
playing?
Die for every
Why
ball.
not? Let's play everybody.
It's boring otherwise, plus it looks harder. The most
Play all
important
the
play
seniors.
in right field is what I like to call the janitor throw. Guaranteed out every time. I call it the janitor throw because it cleans up that are trying to take an extra base on you.
All right, so Victor Scott or Nathan Church?
Scott had that big blunder last night.
Show us Take Me to Church.
Take me to church.
There you go. Marsh, you run that thing.
All right, we know Wilson out because of the bicep soreness.
Because he's been hit 37 times this year?
Bicep soreness. Anthony also experiencing bicep soreness because he was pumping iron earlier today.
Yeah.
Is that where you were coming from when I saw you?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, you hit the gym?
It was push.
Curls
In
for the
the
girls?
pump in?
No, it was push today. No pull.
Oh, it was a push day.
It was a push day.
Did you do overhead? Did you just do...
No, I did chest and chest, shoulders, little try. I was
Okay.
I was taking a little long. I had to get back up here.
Okay.
So, yeah.
All right, leading off, second baseman Brendan Donovan, batting second. The DH Ivan Herrera, batting third baseman Nolan Arenado. Batting cleanup, first baseman, Alec Burleson. Batting fifth, the shortstop, Thomas Sajaci. Batting sixth in left field is Lars Nootbaar. Batting seventh in catching, Pedro Pajes. Batting eighth in right field is Jordan Walker. And batting ninth in center field is Nathan Church.
Back. Stay fair! Stay fair!
Go foul!
I don't believe what I just saw!
Home run.
No change, right?
No change.
All right. Give me Herrera.
That was dirty.
Yep.
Wow. Oh, boy. I'll take Lars Nootbaar.
Give me Nolan Arenado.
I'm going to go with Pedro Pajes tonight.
There you have it. There's your lineup game. You're in the Fast Lane on 101 ESPN. The Week 2 NFL Fast Lane Stack Up. Our top 10 teams right now in the National Football League. How much do we agree on? How much do we debate about? This next on 101 ESPN.
Stack up.
All right, we've got our NFL stack up following week 2 with Andrew Marsh, Carey Davis, and Jamie Rivers. I'm Anthony Stalter. Now, this is what we're going to do. We're going to do a fast lane top 10. So we're going to have to come to some consensus here.
Yeah, majority rules.
What I'd like to do is actually start at the top because I feel like there'd be a little less debate.
Okay.
Now, I had the Eagles still at number 1.
Aye.
I got the Packers.
Okay. Marsh?
I have the LA Chargers.
Well, then I guess it's the Eagles.
Okay.
That's how it should work, right?
Majority wins.
Majority wins.
Unless you guys want to make a
I can't
stand here. It's
tough. I mean, I'm the only guy on Green Bay Island right now. I do think that right now, if they played head-to-head, Green Bay would beat them.
I do too.
So, I don't think the Eagles have won. There's no doubt.
Mm-hmm.
But they have not looked as impressive as the Packers.
So the Eagles beat the Chiefs on the road.
They beat the Cowboys.
And they beat the Cowboys. The Packers beat
the Lions.
And the
Commanders on
a short week. I got the Packers number 2. So I
have the Packers number 2 too.
I got the Eagles as number 1 because they are until they haven't played well yet offensively.
If they were playing tomorrow afternoon, who would you put your money on?
I still go with the Eagles.
So would I.
Okay.
And part of it, I admit, is still going back to last year when the two teams met. I mean, the Eagles manhandled them.
Yeah.
So I'm still in the Eagles there.
Yep. I guess we have to concede it then. Put Eagles. I think we know what number 2 is going to be. Packers. So we got.
All right.
Although I have Buffalo in that spot, but it's just me.
I had the Eagles at number 2. So.
Okay. I have and this is, we're on 3, right? So Packers 1, Eagles 1, Packers 2.
Packers 2.
I have the Bills at number 3.
I agree.
I got the Chargers at number 3.
Oh, boy.
Wow.
Because I think.
Well, actually, no. Since I had the Chargers number 1, I would say that the
Chargers are number 1?
Yeah, Chargers at number 1. I got the Chargers at number 3. You beat the Kansas City Chiefs handedly. Well, not handedly, but you beat them in Brazil week 1. The addition of Mike, that team looks really good to me. They look outstanding. Justin Herbert, in my opinion, through the first 2 weeks of the season, has been the best quarterback. I can't have the Bills there because I remember what happened in week 1. They should have lost that game. Their defense stunk in
Did
week
they win
1.
the game, though?
They did. And the Chargers beat the Raiders and the Chiefs. They won both of their games, too.
The Ravens have scored 40 points in back-to-back weeks.
Yeah.
Bills beat them. The Jets look like a pretty capable team in week 1.
Yeah, they were playing the Steelers. I don't know what the hell they're doing.
What does that mean?
Kind of where I was going.
You didn't have to do it. I'll do it.
Okay, fair.
Okay.
Yeah, I respect that.
Yeah,
I do.
Run the damn ball.
I respect it.
At the Pittsburgh Steelers. Have a day, fellas.
Yeah.
Never thought I'd say that. The hell we got going on.
You're not wrong at all.
For me, the Chargers, I just like. I
have the Chargers at 4, so I can be swayed either way.
You can be bought. You said.
I mean, if we decide as a group that it's the Chargers at 3, I'm not going to be angry because I've got the Bills.
I have the Ravens at 4.
Oh boy,
I got the Ravens at 5,
and then the Chargers at 5. So we need to make a we need to make a call here. Jamie and I are both on the Bills. You guys are both on the Chargers. I think
if the Bills played the Chargers tomorrow, the Bills win the game. That's kind of the criteria I'm using. My money would be on the Bills in a straight up, pick them between the two teams. That would be where I would put my money.
I mean, I can be swayed to go Chargers for, but I think they are the better team. I think they got a better defense. I think they have a better offense.
They have a better quarterback.
I could see Justin Herbert. This could be, if there was a year for Justin Herbert to have an MVP season.
I think we're on it.
We're on it right now. And that's coming from me, who I've said multiple times that he's a social media quarterback. I think this could be the year that he vies for an MVP.
Quentin Johnston is actually catching the football. Lab McConkey, Keenan Allen as the old vet.
Still not running the ball that great.
They aren't running the ball.
No,
that's nitpicking at this point. Well, Jamie, do you want to sway? Are you swayed?
To go Chargers?
Yeah.
I'm really not.
Yeah,
but
I'm not either.
All right, go Bills.
Anthony, it's a Stalter stack up, so Anthony ultimately has veto.
I have the Chargers, but if we look at who has the more impressive win out of the 2-0 teams, it would be the Bills.
Against the Ravens.
Against the Ravens.
Yeah, I think the Ravens lost that game, but that's.
But still, I agree. But at some point, we got to consider wins and losses.
Yeah.
All right, so Bills at 3.
I think this is easy.
Why don't we go Chargers at 4?
Chargers at 4.
Consensus Chargers at 4.
Yeah,
now, I had the Ravens at 4, so
I think we're going to have a lot of problems here.
I got Ravens at 5.
I'll have Ravens at 5.
I've got the Lions at 5.
I have Baltimore at 4.
So he got Baltimore at 5.
That would push him down.
So the Ravens now
at
becomes
5.
our fifth team.
All right.
And I had the Lions at 6.
I have Lions at 6.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at 6.
I had the Bucs at 6 too, but
you had the
since my
Lions.
Lions were 5, they would drop.
Yeah.
So I'd say Lions at 6.
Lions at 6.
I had the Bucs at 6. I'd have to put the Bucs here at 7.
I got the Colts at 7.
I got them at 8.
I have the Colts at 7 as well, but I have the Bucs ahead of them. Yeah.
I have the Colts ahead of the Bucs because the Bucs won on 2 final drives. The Colts dismantled Miami. And I might not say much. I'm not saying that that's a lot, but they did beat the Broncos the following week. And you can say, a field goal, extra field goal helped them, but they did beat the Broncos at home the following week, which I thought was a no-brainer that the Broncos would win that game. I didn't even think it would be close. I don't think the Bucs are a better team. Daniel Jones found some Sam Darnold magic. They got the special juice, the special sauce.
If they play
that
tomorrow,
Michael Jordan was drinking in that Space Jam movie. You never seen it, Anthony.
Nah.
If they play tomorrow, my money would be on the Bucs.
Why do you like the Bucs?
What's not to like?
Well, here's the difference. They closed games out.
Teams.
Well, yeah, you're right.
Denver could not close that game out.
The Colts are 2-0 as well.
But the Colts...
Bucs, Colts, fine. I can go Bucs here.
All right.
Bucs at 7?
Bucs at 7.
Bucs at 7.
That means Colts at 8?
I got the Rams at 8.
I got the 49ers.
Oh, we're all jacked up here.
Well, this is why we went 1 to 10.
So I had Indianapolis at 7. Detroit was my number 8 team.
Detroit is a head.
We already have them on there, though.
I could go Colts at 8.
I got Colts at 8.
I got Rams at 8.
I think
the Rams.
You're on an island. I think
the Rams beat the Texans week 1. They also were a fumble away from not winning that game as well.
Sure.
Dare Ogunbowale. I think I said
Bless
that right.
you.
Yeah.
From fumble from not winning that game. And then in week 2, they beat the hell out of who?
Tennessee.
That was a close game for a lot lot of game, though.
Yeah.
But then the Rams, if we're going to factor in, remember we did the whole thing with the Miami, the South Beach, that's a tough. I mean, the Rams, there's a reason why the West Coast to either the
Midwest.
East Coast or Midwest, it winds up, it's a time change also. They look like a completely different team in the second
Anthony,
half.
if it makes you feel better, I have the Rams at 9.
Okay. So what are we doing at 8, though?
I think it's Indianapolis.
I think
it's
Indy as
Colts.
well. Yeah.
3 of us on the Colts are on the Rams, buddy.
Yeah.
Done.
Yep. I didn't even have the Rams in my stack up.
I did not either.
No.
But I can go Rams at 9.
I had the 49ers.
I'm not budging
at 7.
on 10 though.
Am I on an island there?
Yeah.
I had the 49ers
the
at 9.
The injuries.
Right now we're at 9. So my 49ers at 7. Maybe they look better at 9.
But now
But I'm going
the Rams are at 9. We got the Rams at 9.
Yeah.
What? Have you seen Mac Jones?
That's why I that's why I left the.
You taking Stafford or Mac Jones?
I'm taking Stafford. The hell we doing?
You were all over Mac Jones, and he had
I
himself
was
a
not
game.
over
Puka
Mac
Nacua
Jones.
and Devontae Adams,
Yeah.
or
Give me
it's the Rams.
Ricky Pearsall.
liberty or give me death.
All right, guys. Well, actually, on my actual list, I had the Ravens at 9. But
Wow.
Whoa.
yeah, I'm not a fan, Carey.
Scored 80 points.
So it's the Rams at
80
9.
some odd points.
Yeah, how much you give up?
So I moved.
Look, it hasn't been great.
I had to move my number 9 team to 10 here. And
who do you have at 10?
Wait. Can I say it? I have this team at 10 as well.
boy.
I think it's the same team. It's Anthony's Atlanta Falcons.
it is
I
the
don't
Falcons.
know.
Yes, it is.
They're not a top
Yes,
10
it is. If you listen, man.
The Bengals are better than the Falcons.
The Bengals are going to be without Joe Burrow for 3 months.
Where they are right now.
No,
CD.
you have to also project what's going on in the future.
Otherwise,
Mac
you need to
Jones
stack
is
up like
no.
let's just do the whole season then right now.
No, it's a week-to-week stack up. You're looking at the present, but also the future. You have to take that into consideration.
It hasn't happened
Brock
yet.
Purdy is injured.
What if Penix steps off a curb and blows out his knee?
Whoa, they got to kick the ball back up.
Gee, they certainly do.
Well, what if his ankle goes too?
No.
The
Falcons. The Falcons are one possession away from being 2-0.
Yes.
They offensively look outstanding. Defensively, they look outstanding. They are getting after the quarterback. They are solid on the back end. And they have in my opinion, I think Michael Penix Jr. is going to be a superstar.
I think you guys are all drunk if you got the freaking Falcons at 10. In the NFL.
The 49ers?
I got I had the Niners at 9 and the Colts at 10.
The injuries and me got to predict.
There's the voice. There it is. Thank you. I appreciate. I was asking, when are you going to make the voice for me?
You did say it. It'll probably be today.
The quarterback is done until if they even make the playoffs. Jake Browning, here you go. Your show. The Bengals are a non-starter.
The Falcons, though?
The Bengals, we can
name another team and I'll say yes.
I'd say 49ers.
Mac Jones is your quarterback. He had one good week, and they were in the game with the Saints. You said the Saints are going to have the number 1 overall pick.
And I'm probably right.
The Falcons went to Minnesota. Yes, they were injured. Yes, they had a rookie quarterback.
That was terrible.
A second-year quarterback.
That offense was lucky they had a kicker.
That's where we disagree.
Now you're disrespecting Deshaun Robinson. Come on now.
That's where we disagree.
How many touchdowns did he have?
None.
Thanks.
He had 142 yards.
So a pretty good day then, huh?
Yeah,
okay.
They rushed for 215 yards.
You know it. They didn't have Hong Sung-Koo, though. He's out. They got a new kicker.
Yeah, they got Tony Romo.
Tony Romo Parker. Tony Parker
Who
Romo.
didn't even know his teammates.
He just got
there. I don't need you. Just do your job.
Because I know Bijan.
Here's the thing. 20-20, the Falcons were outstanding. Anthony,
they were.
Once you get inside, that is a young quarterback that needs to learn and grow, and they will. They will figure that team.
Mac Jones figured it out.
I picked them to win. Mac Jones is on his 5th year and his 3rd team.
Yeah, but his first real coach.
Come on, man. So Bill Belichick wasn't a good coach?
Nah, not for him.
Come on, man. Come on, man. Marcy,
are you the only one on Falcons Island?
Marcy is on the Falcons as well. And Anthony is too.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
Just do it, Anthony.
He's
Give us something.
Let's go. Yeah. Let's go. I got Dirty Bird fever again. Huh? Here we go.
Cream for that.
Here we go. Falcons. Here we go. Atlanta going to the Super Bowl. Here we go.
Atlanta going to Home Depot.
That's really good. Arthur Blank is that all ties together.
That was smart. That was, right on cue there. Well done.
Just angry.
By the way, we're getting a couple text messages from the Air Covenant Service text line about us not even mentioning the Arizona Cardinals.
I haven't been impressed. I know they're 2-0, but I haven't been that impressed.
No, and plus Kyler Murray was sick week 1, right, Carey?
He was.
Yeah.
They let New Orleans hang around in that one. And last week, Carolina almost staged a huge comeback. I can't. Not yet. Waterboy goes, Anthony agreed because he's racing the clock. the old Stalter trick there. Yep. All right. It's
He'll agree with anything at the end of the segment.
I probably will. What's trending is next. If you're looking for a one-of-a-kind fall event, head out to the Glennon Gallop. It's September 20th. It's out in Defiance, Missouri. It's a thrilling charity polo match. Again, that's happening September 20th in Defiance, Missouri. It's the Glennon Gallop charity event. It's not just polo. It's a field-side party. They've got tailgating. They've got plenty of exciting things going on, cheering and community spirit. And here's the best part. It all goes to benefit the Donnie Pediatric Center at Cardinals Cardinal Glennon Children's Hospital. Again, everything goes to the Donnie Pediatric Center at the Cardinal Glennon Children's Hospital. You can bring your friends, pack a picnic, claim your spot on the sidelines, and whether you choose a tailgate spot or a carload admission, every ticket helps provide care for kids who need it most. So come for the action, stay for the cause, and be part of something truly special. You can go online to purchase field-side tickets and find more details out at glennon.org/Gallup. Again, glennon.org/Gallup for the Glennon Gallup September 20th Defiance, Missouri charity polo match.
ESPN Sports Center.
I'm Andrew Marsh. It's time for a Sports Center update brought to you by Saliga Heating and Cooling. The Cardinals fall to the Reds last night by a final score of 11-6. Michael McGreevy on the mound tonight for the Cardinals. Andrew Abbott on the mound for the Reds. First pitch tonight is at 6:45. If you have missed anything from today's show, make sure you go to 101ESPN.com or check out the free Dobbs Tire and Auto Center's 101 ESPN mobile app. Just head to the podcast page and you'll find all of our shows there. And it's all brought to you by the Schaefer Door Company. We have What's Trending coming up next right here in the Fast Lane. I'm Andrew Marsh, and the Sports Center update is brought to you by Saliga Heating and Cooling, a Daikin heating and air conditioning dealer.
We've got a special member of the Raiders ownership group here today, and that's Tom Brady, who is in the house and is with the coach's box tonight. I was wondering how much Brady really had an involvement with this team. We hear so much about Brady as the owner. Chip Kelly told us that he talks to Brady 2 to 3 times a week. They go through film, they go through the game plan, and Brady is a luxury for the coaches. Who else has an owner who's actually been there and done that?
What are the hot topics in the sports world?
What in the wide world of sports is going on here?
It's time to find out with
What's Trending, brought to you by Elite Comfort Experts. Heating and cooling with no gimmicks, just guarantees. EliteComfortExperts.com.
Well, isn't that nice, guys? Tom Brady with the team. The Las Vegas Raiders. Must be nice having Tom Brady in that front office helping the team out. That's a great idea, don't you think, Jamie?
Yeah, apparently Tom Brady taking the lead from Carly Ursay in Indianapolis. And I did write this in our chat yesterday. I'm like, you know what, guys? We kind of have to revisit this now because in fairness to Carly, she's trying to learn, got the headset on in the meetings, all that stuff. And Carey and I were like, yeah, just let the players be the players and let the coaches do the thing, you know. But now we got Tom Brady, who is not on the headset down on the sidelines without a microphone, because Carly does not have a microphone to participate with the coaching staff. She does have the quarterback wristband on and all those things. But Tom is sitting up there in his impeccable suit, by the way. All the other coaches are like disheveled. They've got their windbreakers, their jackets, the hats on backwards, you know, chewing tobacco, whatever they're doing, like they're in the game. Tom's up there looking like a GQ model, like he's on a game show up there.
Right.
But he's on the headset talking to, offensive coordinators, like whoever else is out there. Now, in fairness to the process, I said to Marcia, I said, if I had an owner, man or woman, who's never played in the NHL before ever, or played any kind of hockey for that matter, or if I had Wayne Gretzky on a headset talking to Steve Ott from time to time in the earpiece, I'd probably be okay with Wayne Gretzky / in this case, Tom Brady. I think where the bigger issue is, though, guys, is never mind owner involvement with the team, because I think, quite honestly, the Raiders would be foolish not to pick his brain.
Yeah.
Because when you look at Tom Brady, and if you ever watch some of his long-form breakdowns, not even on network TV, he's got his own little podcast / YouTube channel, all that stuff. This guy's a savant when it comes to offensive stuff and breaking down defenses and things like that. Like, I think, Carey, you'd be an idiot not to pick his brain.
Yeah, you definitely. I mean, he understands football at a high level, and the fact that he is talking to Chip Kelly, once or twice a week about the game plan, it lets you know Chip Kelly's been coaching for a long time, understands offense at an extremely high level, but to always have a second pair of eyes to kind of look over and let you know, am I seeing the right thing or am I seeing the same thing that you're seeing? I think it's beneficial. In terms of like the analyst part of it, it's under my impression that he's not allowed to go into those meetings with the other teams when they're doing their game plan.
That was last year. This year, so here's I don't mean to cut you off because I did a deep dive in this. And last year, Tom Brady was not allowed to go into the coaches' meeting. Like, so as an analyst, Carey, we get a chance to go talk to the coaches. We could pull them aside, ask them a few different questions. Right. So we're trying to build a show, right? And find out information. He was not allowed in either locker room last year, but he was allowed on the field to talk openly to coaches and players that are out there as far as just like picking up little information, which led to a further discussion this morning that I saw, because last night I sent you guys that text like, oh, yeah, better talk about this. Then this morning I saw a different angle, which is following what you're saying. And here's what
Marcus Spears on First Take had to say, and I don't think he was too happy about it.
I hate it. It's abhorrent for me. For his job. I love it for his team. You 5% owner of the Las Vegas Raiders. Sit wherever the hell you want to sit at the game. If you want to be on the sideline with a headset on, go be on the sideline with a headset.
The Colts owner is.
This should not happen with him being a commentator of NFL football games. It actually questions the integrity of the NFL.
So, then I started looking at the schedule. Tom Brady's next game, analyzing, is the Chicago Bears. I forget who they play because it doesn't matter. Then the following week, the Raiders play the Bears. So now when Tom Brady sits in talking to Ben Johnson or whoever else he's talking to, the players, he's gathering information, as he should, for his intel for his job. Now, will said intel be passed on to the Raiders? Probably. But here's my pushback. One, I agree. I don't think it should be happening like this. But here's my pushback. If you don't think the Raiders coaching staff knows already what Tom Brady is going to tell them, you're sadly mistaken. The coaching staff, what are they going to tell Tom Brady is going to be like the mystery?
There are some things that you do learn in those interviews, whether or not guys are 100% healthy. That's something that you don't get if you're the opposing team. Like they're going to talk to you about, so you're playing the Raiders in a couple of weeks, or you are the Raiders. If it was the injury to a specific player, Caleb Williams, his shoulder is a little bit banged up, but he's fighting through. We're getting him treatment. Those are conversations.
And he will say stuff off the record, by the way.
Yes, so
off the record, his shoulders bother him a little bit.
Those are conversations that you're not getting if you're the staff. So for me, I do think if I personally wouldn't talk to him, I probably wouldn't talk to anybody. He's on Fox, right? I wouldn't talk to anybody dealing with Fox that week if I know I'm playing the Raiders here in the future. It wouldn't matter if it was next week or 3 weeks from now or 10 weeks from now. There's no conversation. I don't give a damn what you do during your game. Like, you'll have to figure it out on the fly because I'm not speaking to you, because I'm not going to allow you to use that against me when I play this team, especially if it's a division team that has to play them later on in the season. Like, if you're the Chargers, if you're the Chiefs, if you're the Broncos, there's no way in hell I got to play this team 2 times. And no, the Raiders aren't a great team right now, but you're giving them an unfair advantage if their owner is privy to certain information that other teams are not privy to. So I don't disagree. I wouldn't talk to him.
Carey, I don't disagree.
I would tell them to go figure it out. Go talk to somebody. Don't put me on on Fox games or whatever. And because now. And I know that it's a rule with the NFL, like you have to be available for the media. You have to have these sessions and talk to
You don't have to say what they want to hear, though.
I wouldn't say anything. Very true. You would ask me questions. I'd be like,
I'm here because I don't want to get fined.
Yep. So what do you guys think about this game? Think it's going to be a good game? It would be the worst pregame interview you would have.
But everybody in the room would know it's because of Tom Brady.
You know why. Yeah.
So let's go one step further here, because the NFL has a real problem with this. Because Tom Brady is making a massive amount of money to be an analyst for Fox. And the NFL loves having premier personalities as their analysts in the game. So much so as Greg Olsen had to take a back seat because he's not Tom Brady. I would argue that Greg Olsen's every bit as good, if not better, as an analyst than Tom Brady. But because he's Tom Brady, he gets the #1 game of the week.
Right.
Where they're going to run into problems now is that Brady's crossed a line. He's crossed a line. It's one thing to be an owner. Last year they tolerated that. He's an owner, whatever. But now he's wearing a damn headset in the coach's booth. They're going to have to figure out something here in the next a couple days.
Yeah, and I'm not an advocate for anybody losing their job, but you can't do both.
I would just say, as an owner, no longer. You can't be in the coach's booth.
But even still, you still have information. You're privy to certain information that other people are not.
I don't disagree, but they're not going to remove him from the broadcast. There's no way, and they can't strip him of his ownership.
To me, it's an unfair advantage. And again, it's the Raiders. It's not like you're the Kansas City Chiefs or the Philadelphia
but 2 years
Eagles.
from now, it could be different.
It could be, and it probably will be. And there is no way I would be a head coach or anyone on my my staff will be talking to Fox News or Fox Sports when they come in here for this game on the weekend. I'm not talking to you.
Yeah. And last thing I want to address here, Carey, you kind of did on the text line, is from the 314. It says, oh, so it's okay for Brady to be around his owner, but not okay for the lady owner? No, we already talked about that. I conceded that, listen, they're allowed to do whatever they want. The bottom line is that Tom Brady can offer information that Carly Ursay can't. As we know, Carly Ursay is learning and understanding why certain things are happening. And the very first thing we said is, well, we have to kind of backtrack here a little bit. If we're going to say it's okay for Tom Brady, we have to say it's okay for her as well.
Right.
Which it is. It's every right of hers to be a part of it. I don't have to like it. And as a coaching staff, I don't know, like, as much as I value what Tom Brady has to say, I still would feel like I'm being undermined all the time because it's one of the greatest players to ever play in the NFL. And now, you got the coach there, Brian Kelly. No, did Brian Kelly?
Yeah.
Or Chip Kelly? I get him mixed up.
Chip Kelly.
Brian's in LSU.
Yes.
I know. They're
Yeah,
brothers.
Chip Kelly's the offensive
I
coordinator.
get confused all the time. They're brothers, right? Or not.
No. From a different mother.
If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm like, well, okay, Tom, like, you're in my ear all the time. I got to talk to you twice a week. Like, why are you doubting me? If you're doubting, then fire me and take the job yourself. Like, at some point, it starts to be annoying. It's because Tom Brady can't control himself. He's super uber competitive, and he's going to think he's right all the time because he's got, 7 Super Bowl rings that say he's pretty good.
I would say so, too.
So, either way, the story's developing, Anthony, as they say.
Yes, it is. All right. Speaking of quarterbacks, when was the last time a quarterback changed the narrative on his career like Baker Mayfield has? That's next on 101 ESPN.
that's my dog, man. That's the guy I take in the dark alley with me, and I know he's gonna come out. Them the type of quarterbacks that you want to run. High competitive, that want to win football games, man. I'll go to war with them any day of the week.
That was Bucs running back Bucky Irving on Speakeasy talking about Baker Mayfield. And if you didn't hear him, he's saying that he had no issues taking Baker Mayfield down a dark alley with him because he knows Baker Mayfield will handle business, and he certainly did so again last night. Jamie, you posed this question. I thought it was an outstanding question. When was the last time a quarterback changed the narrative in his career, quite like Baker Mayfield? Because there's been others that have done it, but to this extent, you had Baker Mayfield, who was a really good college football player, somebody that got the most out of his ability, wound up being the number 1 overall pick, I think in large part because he had a lot of swagger and he was competitive. He was popular. The GM for Cleveland at the time kind of fell in love with his swagger, and they took him number 1 overall. And the OC and the head coach was changing constantly in Cleveland. He did take the Browns to the playoffs the one time, but then it kind of got worse. He goes to Carolina, which was an utter disaster. It was a disaster in Carolina. So much so they're like, you know what, we're just going to release you.
That's when he became shaky bakey.
Correct. He goes to L.A., plays on that Thursday night. I think he learned the plays on the plane ride from Charlotte to L.A., looks pretty good, hangs with the Rams, and then signs the deal with the Bucs, and has completely changed the narrative for his career.
It's unreal because shaky bakey was on his way out of the NFL. To the point where, like, your next job is backup quarterback at best, which is it was. He went to the Rams. Now he had to step in because they had a bunch of things going on.
Bunch of injuries.
With the Rams. But then, one could make the argument that his short stint under a good coach in Sean McVay helped him.
I would say so.
Whether it was on the field, like where you saw it right away or not, or just understanding what he's looking at, processing defensive coverages, offensive packages, whatever it is, it looked like something clicked leaving the Rams.
Yes.
And then he came in on the heels of Tom Brady in Tampa Bay, to where Brady had won a Super Bowl and then got the team, I believe, to a first-round playoff loss the next year. And Tom called it quits.
Right.
But the team was still intact. The team just needed a quarterback that could get the ball down the field. And for whatever reason, they chose Baker Mayfield, which was, at the time, we were like, oh, what are they doing? I think the whole football world was like, kind of like, yeah, that team, they got some good play. They got Godwin, they got Evans, they got, like, what are they doing here?
Start over at quarterback.
Yeah,
draft somebody.
Baker Mayfield has gone there, and within halfway through the season last year, his teammates were like, they take a bullet for him. Like, it was like unbelievable. They were like, this is like, we love this guy. He's a leader. He's a dog. He's like all these things. And we talked about it earlier in the show where offensive linemen are like, we look up and he's up there leading a block.
Right.
And you watch him play last night. It wasn't a Picasso. I know that. But when the game was on the line, Baker Mayfield elevated his game to another level, which is all you want in a 2-minute drill when you're trying to win a football game. You want a guy that you look and you go, you hand the ball and go, guess what? We may or may not win, but I know that guy is going to give everything he's got right now to help this team win.
Yeah.
And his teammates believe in him.
He'll fight somebody if he needs to.
Whatever the case.
He'll play hurt.
So the narrative of shaky bakey, he's on his way out of the league, to now I want the ball in his hands in the last possession of the game, like, that's quite the 180 for me.
Yeah, I think Baker was kind of given a raw deal in Cleveland. Like, he was there 4 years. He had four.
Carey, that's a good organization. I don't know why you're putting them down.
No, it's called the Mistake by the Lake. Oh. They are the factory of sadness. All things that can go wrong will go wrong in Cleveland, especially when it comes to football. They're terrible. So he had 4 coaches in 4 years as the quarterback there, and he took them to the playoffs. They hadn't been to the playoffs. He took them to the playoffs in 2020. They hadn't been to the playoffs since 2002. Like, so you got almost 20 years of playoff drought this young man takes you to the playoffs, and then the following year after that season, you move on from him. He's traded to Carolina. Carolina waives him. The Rams bring him in. He plays on that Thursday night, like you said, on a short week, and then he signs a 1-year deal for $4 million in Tampa.
Yeah.
In 2023, and then the following year he signed a 3-year deal for $100 million. Like, I don't think Baker was ever bad. I think people always put Baker and Johnny Manziel in the same boat. Like they put them,
right.
They put them in the same
smaller stature,
kind of same mindset,
same team that drafted them,
same feeling of a player. When you're looking at two quarterbacks that kind of have bigger egos than your normal quarterback, right? So I think that they put those two players in the same vein. They are the same player, and they're not. Baker is a really good football player, a really good quarterback, and he was given a raw deal in Cleveland. But I think everything how it's supposed to work out, it worked out well for him. And I think he's showing it right now. I said it earlier, he's a football player. Mm-hmm. He's someone that loves the game of football, not just, the glitz and glamour of throwing touchdowns and scoring touchdowns. Like, he loves football. That means if they reverse field, hell yeah, I'm going to block for you, because why wouldn't I? I love the game. I love the game of football. I love hitting people. He pops right back up and gets right back to it. So, yeah, I think he has rewrote what was said about him. And I think we've seen some other quarterbacks do that in a different way. Sam Darnold did it. Geno Smith did it. But with Baker, I think the mindset was, yeah, this guy is a jerk, an idiot. He's not a good quarterback. When all along he has been a really good quarterback, just playing on some teams that probably didn't deserve him there, and now he's in a good spot.
Well, maybe he had to mature too. Maybe he had to mature. I do. Yeah,
oh,
I do think there was some.
I don't think he was ever immature in Cleveland. Like, he had the whole ordeal with Odell's father writing that they wanted Odell out of there, like
Odell's
Jarvis Landry.
But that's not.
They
Baker,
blamed it all on Baker. Like, it was.
But Baker had some off-field things that he talks openly about it. I listened to a bunch of stuff because as you guys know, I love someone who can change the narrative, someone who's gotten fed a crap sandwich, or they fed themselves a crap sandwich and they turn things around. Mm-hmm. I think that's important in all aspects of life, to where we all make bad decisions or we do things that we regret, and when we can change that, I like that. Mm-hmm. I love the comeback story. And Baker talks openly about how he just thought it was going to be a natural thing that he's going to be an NFL star. I just thought I was going to walk in and be a star, because that's what I was at college. And he signed all sorts of endorsement deals. And he says he kind of got caught up in, the stardom rather than putting in the work.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And, he had some speed bumps. He learned quickly that the NFL's obviously one hell of a league. And then before he could correct anything, he was on his way out.
Yeah.
And so then his confidence took a beating. And in Carolina, he's like, I got to a point in Carolina where I didn't even want the ball.
Yeah.
And he goes, and you could tell. Yeah. So it did affect him. And he wasn't always this bravado guy, this swagger guy. He lost his swagger. And then he went to the Rams, and I tried to find more audio or stories about things. It was very vague with the Rams. It said that the stability was good there, the education was good there, the coaching was good there, and that's kind of all he said.
And he wasn't he didn't have to be the guy.
No.
He came in, it was they had the injuries and all that stuff, and I think the closest thing to this is Geno Smith. And it's not even that close, but I think the closest thing, like Geno Smith, everybody was like, this guy can't play at all when he was with the Jets. Now, he was a second-round pick, so it's different. Baker was number one over. But nobody thought Geno Smith would ever resurrect his career. Then he gets up to Seattle after being a backup for so long. Right. And he got a contract out of it because he played really well.
He earned it.
Yeah, so I think that's the closest.
Would we put Sam Darnold close to this? Now, Sam Darnold, for me, would have to put together, like, this year's got to be a good year as well.
Yeah.
Like, it's got to be more than one year.
I think Sam Darnold's on the Mount Rushmore.
He's kind of on that trajectory.
Yeah. Some people say he has the most to prove this season of any quarterback in ever.
I think he has a lot to prove, Carey.
I'd put Jared Goff over Sam Darnold.
Yeah, but Jared Goff got to a Super Bowl.
Yeah. Like, Baker Mayfield was going to
dumped in.
And
he was horrible at the Lions
for a better
the first year.
But they traded him for a Hall of Famer, basically.
Yeah. Right, but the notion is that Jared Goff is not a good quarterback.
He did change the
narrative. Was he couldn't win the big game.
I think the narrative, though, was he couldn't do anything without Sean McVay. And in that case, Marsh is right. He gets to Detroit and he winds up with Ben Johnson. It's like, I'm more than just Sean McVay's puppet.
Well, then he ended up being Ben Johnson's puppet. And now he's got to, but now he's got to prove it again. Because game one, everybody's like, "Oh, this guy sucks."
I think we're proving Marsh's point. At some point, you say, "Hey, no, Jared Goff's actually a pretty good quarterback."
Yeah, I'm okay with the comparison. I just look at Baker Mayfield where he didn't have that success.
No, you're right.
Whether he had a good coach or not.
Okay. Well, Kevy's back for round 3.
Yes, who's back?
Of the Gauntlet. We'll play it next on 101 ESPN.
Warriors. 4 categories, 1 challenger. Can you survive the Gauntlet?
Brought to you by Blue Note Roofing. Roofing, siding, and gutters. Visit BlueNoteRoofingSTL.com for a free inspection.
406, your time check is brought to you by Clarkson Jewelers, an officially licensed Rolex jeweler, with Andrew Marsh, Carey Davis, and Jamie Rivers. I'm Anthony Stalter, and for a third consecutive show, we bring back the one and only listener Kevin. What's up, Kev?
Hey, not much, guys. How you doing today?
Doing all right. You have just kept the feet in while making your way down the field here. You got to round 3. Would you like to take on Marsh or me next?
I think I'm going to go with Marshy today.
Oh, Marsh is unprepared. He thought you were going to go with me. So, all right. Well, go ahead and tell Marsh to spin that wheel, and then we'll kick him right out of here.
All right, spin that wheel, Marshy.
All right, wheel has been spun. Marsh, why don't you go ahead and get the fast lane out of here? Kevin, what category are you hoping for against Marshy Marsh?
Marsh is kind of tricky. He could be good at any of them. But we're doing football today.
Okay.
Well, good news, Kev. You got yourself football today.
Oh, a little football
the wheel
action.
likes you.
Okay. All right.
At some point, the questions got to get easier, right?
Man, you would think.
Hopefully.
You've won two brutal ones so far. All right, 4 football questions. Each one is worth 2 points unless you ask for the options. You ready to rock, Kevin?
I'm ready.
Those questions obviously are worth 1 point. All right, question 1. Following week 2 of the NFL season, Lamar Jackson and which other quarterback has thrown the most passing touchdowns? Following week 2 of the NFL season, Lamar Jackson and which other quarterback has thrown the most passing touchdowns?
Most passing touchdowns. Could be Danny Dimes. It could be... Let's just go with the options. Just be safe.
Justin Herbert, Josh Allen, Jared Goff.
Let's go. I don't think it was Justin Herbert because they haven't scored that many points. Jared Goff, or who was the other one?
Josh Allen.
Let's go with Jared Goff. Final answer.
All right, Kev, question 2. Name the only quarterback to throw a pick 6 through 2 weeks in the NFL.
Tua's thrown a lot of interceptions. Let's do a shot in the dark and let's just say Tua.
Final answer?
Final answer.
All right.
Final answer.
Thank you, sir.
Question number 3. Which NFL division is 7-1 through 2 weeks?
NFC West. Final answer.
Final question, Kevin. Which NFL team lost by the greatest margin in week 2? Which NFL team lost by the greatest margin in week 2?
I think that would be the team that lost, you said?
Which NFL team lost by the greatest margin in week 2?
I know the Bills destroyed, forgetting who they played now. Uh-oh. Who did Buffalo just beat? This might cost me, but I need the options.
Cleveland Browns, Chicago Bears, Carolina Panthers.
Carolina. Chicago lost to Detroit by a boatload. But then Baltimore also beat the Browns by a boatload. I think the Lions beat the Bears by a bigger margin, so we're going to go with the Bears. Final answer.
All right, let's bring back Marsh from the Cone of Silence. Kevin, how you feeling?
I feel a lot better than the past 2 days, I'll tell you that.
Well, you've won the last 2 days.
That's true.
All right, so Marsh making his way back from the Cone of Silence right now. By the way, Carey did not get the memo to just go with a plain black T-shirt today.
No, he even sent it in the group chat, too.
Yep.
I don't take that thing.
Carey says, I don't care about you guys whatsoever
or your black
T-shirts.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Marsh, how was the Cone of Silence?
No, it was good.
Good.
Just found out that Aaron Jones will be out for 4 weeks.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, boy. That's not good.
So that's good.
Boy, the Falcons did a number on you guys, huh?
It's going to be a long
There's
year.
a conspiracy theory that J.J. McCarthy might not be hurt.
I don't think he is.
I've heard stuff.
I think he walked into that thing.
Your ankle hurt?
Team, of course. No, I'm fine, Coach.
No, your ankle hurts.
Well, one of the reports was 3 weeks, and Kevin O'Connell's like, yeah, he won't be playing next week. Like,
I mean, it was Monday, and he's like, he's out.
Yeah.
And it might be a lot longer than you think.
That's pretty early.
I can tell you this.
Oh, that's
for
really
an ankle
early.
injury, man, I know how that works.
Yeah.
No, you got to try it, rest it, tape it.
And he played the rest of the game. The final play, he was scrambling around. He looked damn good.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. That conversation that we just had, might have to add another name to it after this season. His name's Carson Wentz.
Oh, he's changing the narrative?
Oh, Marsh is all in on
I'm
getting you those socks, all right?
Or if he gets hurt in the first game, we got Max Brosmer, undrafted rookie out of
North Dakota State.
Minnesota.
I was going to say Minnesota.
The Golden Gophers.
Come on, I really was. What are you doing, Carey?
All right, we got to get busy here, guys. Come on. We're up against the clock.
Some people are saying we could, in Minnesota, have our own Trey Lance, Brock Purdy situation going on. We'll see how that all plays
Those
out.
guys
Who knows?
are on team, Carey.
I'm ready for the gauntlet.
I hope so.
Well, you talked a lot of football, Marsh.
Of course.
Your category is
baseball.
football.
Oh, wow, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Pack a lunch.
Pack a lunch, yeah. Sorry, Carey.
Question 1. Following week 2 of the NFL season, Lamar Jackson and which other quarterback has thrown the most touchdowns? Passing touchdowns? Yes, sir. Passing touchdowns. Which quarterback has thrown the most passing touchdowns?
All right, so I think Herbert has 5. Baker Mayfield, though, he threw for 2 in game 2, and he had... No, that would be 4. So he threw for 2 yesterday, but that final touchdown drive was a rushing touchdown. I'm going to go with... In the Bills, James Cook ran the ball a lot in week 2, so Josh Allen be up there. I'm going to go with Justin Herbert with 5 touchdowns with Lamar Jackson. Final answer.
Question 2. Name the only quarterback to throw a pick 6 through 2 weeks in the NFL.
J.J. McCarthy.
Final answer?
Final answer. What the hell?
I started laughing when I saw that. I'm like, well, he's going to know this one.
Which NFL division is 7-1 through 2 weeks?
7-1 through 2 weeks. Okay, so it would not be the AFC North. Let's see here. It would not be the NFC East. It's definitely not the AFC South. It's definitely not the NFC South. 1 loss. It's not the NFC North. Man, it's got to be the NFC West because you have 3 2-0 teams: Arizona, San Francisco, and LA, and then of course Seattle has 1 loss. NFC West. Final answer.
Which NFL team lost by the greatest margin in week 2?
The greatest margin. Okay. Well, the Buffalo Bills put a beating on the Jets. However, the Baltimore Ravens put up 40 points. It's between those two for me. I don't know the exact scores. I feel pretty good about this gauntlet, so I'm going to use the options on this one.
The Cleveland Browns, the Chicago Bears, the Carolina Panthers.
No, the Panthers kind of came back in that game. You said week 2, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, it's not them. The Bears did get some garbage touchdowns, and Baltimore put up 40. I don't think Cleveland really did. I'm going to go with the Cleveland Browns. Final answer.
Okay. All right, round 3. Round 3 for Kevin. It's football. And we had a doozy. Let's go over these. Which NFL division is 7-1 through 2 weeks? You both said NFC West. Waterboy, you scumbag. It's not Central Michigan.
It did lose by a lot.
They did.
Correct answer is
NFC West.
Nice job, guys. Neither of you needed the options for that one. So you got a 2-2 tie after the first question. Name the only quarterback to throw a pick six through 2 weeks in the NFL. Kevin, without the options, said Tua Tagovailoa. Marsh knew it right away because it was his quarterback in week one.
My quarterback.
J.J. McCarthy. Obviously, correct answer is
J.J. McCarthy.
Yes, sir. So Marsh takes a 2-point lead. Marsh with 4, Kevin with 2. Following week 2 of the NFL season, Lamar Jackson and which other quarterback has thrown the most passing touchdowns? Without the options, Marsh said Justin Herbert, and he even named the 5 TDs. Kevin selected the options, took Jared Goff. Correct answer is
Detroit's very own Jared Goff.
Goff has 6. Lamar has 6.
Goff got you.
So it's a 4-3 tie. 4-3 lead for Marsh. Which NFL team lost by the greatest margin in week 2? We just heard Marsh kind of cycle through some options there. He brought up Cleveland first and then listened to the options and then took the Cleveland Browns, who absolutely got thrashed by Baltimore. Kevin took the options, but he went with the Bears. If it's the Bears, we got another walk-off here with Kevin. If it's the Browns, we all know it's not the Panthers. If it's the Browns, Marsh ends Kevin's reign. Carey, who got smoked the worst in week 2?
Da Bears.
Walk it off.
We gotta walk off.
Yeah, 52-21.
We gotta walk off. Kevin, you already know how this works, but I'll explain it for the peeps. We are going to wait until Marsh writes down his answer. Once he shows us his answer, we're going to go right to you. We're going to need an answer. And then we've got closest to the pin. Closest to the pin will win today. Kevin, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Marsh, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Here we go. The Buffalo Bills recorded the most yards on offense in week 1. How many yards did they have on offense against the Baltimore Ravens? Again, the Bills recorded the most yards on offense in week 1. How many yards did they have on offense against the Ravens? Marsh is thinking about this. Kevin, we will need an answer.
Total offense?
Total offense, week 1. Marsh, show everybody. Okay, Marsh has got his answer. Kevin, what is yours?
Let's go with an even, 490.
Okay, we do have a winner. No math involved. Carey, the Buffalo Bills recorded the most yards on offense in week 1. How many yards did they have on offense against the Ravens? Kevin said 490. Marsh, you wrote down?
I believe I wrote down 438.
Yes, you did. 438.
The Bills had 497.
Kevin.
You have chosen wisely.
Kevin, you keep rolling, man. You were 7 yards off. You were 7 yards off. Nice job there, Kevin. You'll be back to take on me tomorrow for a Gauntlet trophy.
Look forward to it. You stopped me last time, so.
Did I? What category? Yeah. Couldn't have been random.
It was random.
It was random?
Oh, yeah.
Wow. Okay. Kevin.
Good job, Kevin.
We'll see you tomorrow, man.
Thanks, Marsh. Thanks, guys.
All right.
Oh, man.
Marshy.
Getting smoked this week, man.
Great. All right.
That hurts. All right. Hey.
Damn it. You guys got to be better.
Yeah. Did you just say you guys? Carey, of course, lost round 1 to Kevin.
I did.
All right. Oh, man. You know it's going to hurt? If I lose tomorrow, it basically comes down to you saying too quickly, Brad Marchand.
Yes. And I mean, the both overtime questions.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I mean,
Brad Marchand final. Oh, no.
Brad Marchand final. I said, we all dry sour. All in one breath.
All right.
Yeah, well,
we'll see what happens tomorrow. Quarterback play has been subpar in college football this season. Why? Who's to blame? Who's mucking this up? That's next on 101 ESPN.
Johnny Londoff Chevrolet. Family's been in business for over 80 years, not by accident either. A customer service is at the top of the list for everybody over at Londoff Chevrolet. I've been a customer for over 25 years. My kids are customers, my girlfriend. Now, anybody I've run into, I tell them about Londoff Chevrolet. Yes, they have great inventory. Whether it's brand new vehicles or pre-owned vehicles, they've got great inventory at both locations, for that matter. The original location in Florissant, Missouri, and the brand new location out in St. Peter's, Londoff Autoplex. But it is the customer service that keeps me coming back time and time again. They take great care of my girlfriend. They take great care of my children. Anytime we have an issue or a problem, whether it's Johnny Londoff or Jim Saffo, they answer the phone, they help you out, they take care of it immediately. And that's what I look for in my car dealership. More than just a dealership, more like family and certainly friends, for sure. So please visit either location, whether, again, it's in Florissant or out in St. Peter's. Tell them Jamie Rivers sent you in. If you can't get there in person, get there online. Visit them at londoff.com or londoffautoplex.com. Are you kidding me?
Johnny Londoff Chevrolet.
Every national media pundit, including this one, and everybody else who spent the entire summer hyping up the wrong quarterbacks. I'm talking about the Arch Mannings of the world, who stinks. I'm talking about DJ Lagways of the world, who stinks. I'm talking about the Cade Klubniks of the world, who stinks. I believe my top three quarters, I think I had Cade Klubnik, the number one quarterback in the country. PU stinky. That was garbage. We're not alone in this. There were a lot of people saying DJ Lagway is going to be great. He is not a good college football quarterback. And I can't really say this because he got hurt tonight. Lenore Sellers hadn't been that good either.
P.U. Stinky is hilarious.
Brandon Walker, Jordan's brother, of Barstool Sports.
Really not.
No, probably not.
No.
Talking about college football quarterbacks, you heard him?
I couldn't believe it when I saw that clip.
Everybody stinks, according to Brandon Walker.
That's hilarious.
Dan Orlovsky, Jamie's guy, tweeted out, people don't know how to develop quarterbacks anymore. Number one, so Dan had 4 points here. Number one, tempo became king. Just run a lot of plays and not good ones. 2, RPOs became king. RPOs are run-pass options. Number 3, look to sideline for coaches to call good plays, so quarterback doesn't learn how to problem solve. Number 4, promote athlete over accuracy. QBs aren't raised in the quote-unquote be a problem solver mode anymore. He's not wrong.
He's spot on.
David Cutcliffe of back in the day, Duke, who happened to develop some really good quarterbacks in his time and work with really good quarterbacks in his time. He at one point was a quarterback, called a quarterback guru. Told a story one time, and I don't know if it was real or not, but his point was well made. Told a story one time about how his roommate at Alabama is he's there like 7 or 8 years, not a doctor, but they're 7 or 8 years, just needed 1 credit to graduate, and his parents are like, hey, we're cutting you off. You're never going to be able to go back again if you don't pass. So he had to pass this last class. He had to get an A, and he had to take a test. And when he went to the test, a big auditorium, the professor stood up there and said, you only have 60 minutes to complete this. You don't have 61, you don't have 62. If you're late, your test, I'm just going to throw it away. It's an F, automatic F. So his David Cutcliffe's roommate was taking the test, and he was locked in. He was going. He's like, man, I'm flying through this thing. So he finishes, puts his pen down, he looks up. Nobody else is in the auditorium except for the professor. And the professor said, I've been telling you for 6 minutes, you needed to put your pencil down. You're late. Your test you're going to get an F. You're going to receive an F. So the guy stood up and he pleaded with the professor and said, I need this grade. I need it to be an A. If you just look at the test, you'll see how to get an A. And the professor wouldn't budge at all. So now they're getting like nose to nose now. And he's like, do you know who I am? And the professor looked at him and goes, no, I don't. So the guy took his test, slid it under the pile, slid it in the middle of the other piles of tests. He goes, good, and ran out. And David Cutcliffe's point was, if you're going to be a quarterback, you have to be a problem solver.
He solved the problem.
You have to solve the problem.
You don't know who I am. You're going to grade it.
You don't know who I am.
That's
I passed.
Unbelievable.
Slid it right in the pile of tests. I had no idea who he was.
Awesome.
Unreal.
I should have done that. You know.
Again, I don't know if David Cutcliffe was just telling a story.
Do we have a conclusion to this?
He probably passed.
Yeah.
I mean, I want to know. Get him on line, too.
He passed. Yeah, you got an A.
Stalter.
Yeah, he's good. But his point was, okay, there's a lot of things that are going to go wrong. You could study, you could be prepared and all that stuff, but when you get to the line, you have to turn a potential negative into a positive. So when I saw Dan Orlovsky talk about you have to be a problem solver, it reminded me of what Cutcliffe always used to preach.
Yeah, the quarterback play. So the question was asked by Booger McFarland, ESPN, Booger McFarland. He asked, why is quarterback play as a whole, Marshy. Been very average across the sport this fall? And he was asking Greg McElroy. Yeah, thank you. And Dan Orlovsky.
He's wearing it.
And this is why Dan said that, because tempo is king. So what he's talking about is offenses just hurry up to the line of scrimmage. They run as many plays as possible. And there's no rhyme or reason. Like, the quarterback doesn't gather information. It's not downloading intel from play to play. We're going to get to the ball fast, and you're going to make a mistake before we do. I don't have to think, because I'm relying on us playing so fast that you're going to be tired. You're going to be substituting. You're going to have guys out of place and all over the place. You don't know what you're doing, but we do. So that's number one. RPO is, like you said, run pass option. I'm going to fake this run, and I got one guy. If this spot is open, I'm throwing the ball to him. If it's not, I just hand it off. The run is already built in. I can hand it off, and we can go get 4 yards and live to play another play. If the pass is available, I know it's going to one person right now. The third thing, we're going to look to the sideline. Well, what does that mean? I don't have to look at the defense. I don't have to tell or dissect what coverage they're in. It doesn't matter to me because my coach just told me what play I'm running. I don't have to audible or adjust my pass protection or my route concept because I know that the coach gave me the answers to the test. Mm-hmm. It's done. And then the last one, promote the athlete over accuracy. If I got a guy that can run, he ain't got to throw the ball well. He just got to put it in one spot. He's an athlete. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
And you see that bleed over into the NFL. So when you talk about, why offensive line play has been so terrible, because these are the same offenses that they're running. Yeah. It's run pass option. It is a run play. Oh, now it's a pass. Only thing I got to worry about as an offensive lineman is not being downfield. But guess what? That ain't my problem. That's on the quarterback. I'm running the run play. I don't know how to slide to a 3 technique. I don't know that this blitzer is in the A gap. I'm supposed to pick him up now and let my right tackle pick up the 3 technique, and the back is cutting the end. Like, all of these things come with when you are really into pass protection, schemes of the plays, understanding coverages, understanding who's blitzing and where they're coming from. Quarterback play is down, offensive line play is down, and it bleeds over into the NFL because the college coaches don't care. They need to win now.
Right.
They're going to get fired if they don't. Ask Deshaun Foster about that. Ask Brent Pryor about it. Like, they're going to lose their job. I just was watching a video of Dabo Swinney getting upset with the media. You want me out of here? Hell, all we done did is won.
Yeah.
I'll go somewhere else and coach. Like, you have to win. So how do I win? I do whatever the hell I need to do to win. I don't care about preparing them for the next level. I'm here to win games, and quarterback play stinks because of it, because I'm doing what's best for the team to win a game, not in preparing them to be a good football player at the next level.
Right. There's no patience at all. And how many hours do you think, Carey, that the coaching staff for a college football program gets with a kid a day?
I think it's 20 hours a week, 25 hours a week total.
Okay.
Like during, and that's not game included. I think it's 20 or 25. So 4 hours a day,
so roughly,
3 hours a day.
Let's say approximately 4 hours, right? Okay,
3 or 4 hours a day.
4 hours a day,
for
right?
For 5 days, travel, and that's not including, like, I think that's like during the week,
right? Like
Monday through Friday.
You gonna spend those 4 hours completely developing a quarterback, or are you gonna say just look to the sidelines and we'll get on the same page and we'll be all right? But you're right. I don't think it's anybody's fault. I think it's a situational problem. I think we're all impatient now. Programs are willing to eat the cost of a buyout with a head coach to bring in somebody else because they, like you said, they got to win now, and it's created a bad cycle here. To some degree, I think it's always been this way, but I think the quarterback development was much better back in the day because you weren't just, again, looking to the sidelines. You had quarterbacks know how to read a defense. So the NFL's doing the best it can. Now, you do have more time in the NFL. They're professionals.
Right.
So it's a little bit different. Training camp, you got capped hours, but other than that, you can work with the guy. But it's the same thing there. If I don't get you up to speed now, I'm going to get fired. So we got to figure this out.
Do what we need to do.
Or I have to bring in somebody else that knows what they're doing because, again, we got to win. All right, it's the Fast Lane on 101 ESPN. Marsh served his punishment over there.
Yeah, it wasn't actually that bad.
Yeah, you just got to sit.
I just got to sit here and listen to Carey just speak wisdom into my ear holes.
He drilled right in your ear hole.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, nice job, Carey.
You're welcome. Who didn't?
We've got our Sports Six-Pack Part 1 coming up next. 314-399-9646, the Air Comfort Service text line. So you got a question for us, send it in. Again, Part 1, Sports Six-Pack next. This September, it's kickoff time at Auto Centers Nissan. Welcome to the Winning Sales Event, the Winning Drive sales event. They've got over 1,000 vehicles in one massive location right off I-55 in Herculaneum, just minutes from South County. So we're talking about no games, no running around to different lots and things like that. Just real savings and real selection. Right now, take advantage of 0% APR for 60 months, 0 down and no payments for 3 months on the 2025 Rogue, Pathfinder, and Murano, all built in the United States and all backed by Nissan's top ranking in the latest J.D. Power initial quality study. That's award-winning quality from day one. If you're shopping used, well, Auto Centers, they've got you covered there too, because they've got 0 down and no payments for 3 months on a huge selection of used vehicles, all priced to move at Auto Centers. And every new Nissan comes with their rock bottom dealer pricing, their exclusive lifetime warranty, and a 30-day return promise. So head out to Auto Centers Nissan in Herculaneum. Tell them Stalter sent you, or visit them first at autocentersnissan.com.
ESPN Sports Center.
I'm Andrew Marsh. It's time for a Sports Center update driven by Johnny Londoff Chevrolet and Johnny Londoff Autoplex. The Cardinals back in action tonight, taking on the Cincinnati Reds. Michael McGreevy on the mound, going up against Andrew Abbott. First pitch tonight is at 6:45. We have our Sports Six-Pack coming up next, so get your questions into the Air Comfort Service text line, 314-399-9646. Part 1 of the Six-Pack is next. I'm Andrew Marsh, and the Sports Center update is driven by Johnny Londoff Chevrolet and Johnny County Londoff Autoplex. See them at londoff.com. Chevy, together we drive. Are you kidding me?
It's time for the Fast Lane to answer your sports questions.
I want to ask you a bunch of questions, and I want to have them answered immediately.
Asking me all these weird questions.
Answer the question.
Answer the question.
Answer me!
Refreshed by Urban Chestnut. Urban Chestnut Swickle Light Premium Light Beer. Live your lifestyle, St. Louis.
Time for the Sports Six Pack here in the Fast Lane on 101 ESPN with Carey Davis and Jamie Rivers. I'm Anthony Stalter, and here's Andrew Marsh with question 1.
Question number 1.
From the 636, how bad does Joe Burrow's injury hurt the Bengals?
Well, at least they're 2-0, and at least they got a quarterback that has looked comfortable at times in the offense in Jake Browning. I think that they'll actually be a wild card contender. I don't think they're going to fall apart. I don't think they're going to completely fall apart. Jake Browning stepped in a couple of years ago and played as well as any backup could.
Yeah. He, I mean, well, I don't know. I don't think they'll be in a position when Joe Burrow comes back for him to play any meaningful games.
Dang.
So.
Okay.
This team didn't make the playoffs with a healthy Joe Burrow playing elite football last year, where he had an MVP caliber year, and they still missed him. Did they fix the offensive line?
No.
Okay.
I don't even know if they fixed the defense.
They drafted a few players defensively that did good there. Didn't matter. Yeah, nah.
All right, so just say it. You know, you think they're done?
I mean, they got the Vikings this week.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Marsh,
Why'd you say it like that?
They got the Vikings this week.
Yeah,
they're without their quarterback as well.
And their running back, one of them. Did you see, Marsh, who the Vikings signed at quarterback?
As of like a couple minutes ago?
As of 1 hour ago?
No.
Desmond Ridder. Oh, I'm so sorry, man.
Oh, I guess they need that third backup.
Things will work out.
They could have called you.
I was working on my drop back the other day.
Yeah. I would rather have the guy in that Peyton Manning commercial where he says, NFL quarterback. And Peyton Manning's like, well, it's a bit of a kind of a specified thing. He's like, but I believe in you. Yeah. And the guy goes,
that's me.
That's you. Yeah. I would rather have him than Desmond Ridder. Anyways, he'll be fine. Question 2, please.
Good luck to those guys.
Yeah.
Question number 2.
The Waterboy wants to know, as a player, when another player gets hurt on the field or the ice and they have to stop play, what is going through your head? Are you worried that you might get hurt next? Are you concerned for the player? Are you utilizing that time to think ahead after the injury timeout?
It all depends how it happened. If he did something stupid and I hit him and hurt him, I really don't care. I don't want him to be seriously injured or anything like that. But if he was out of the game, it's fine with me.
Dang.
Am I being too real?
Are you talking about a teammate or an opposing player?
I think just in general.
Oh, yeah, because if I put him down, hell, that's on him. That ain't on me.
Exactly. Teammate.
Xavier Worthy.
If he's a teammate, then we feel bad. But if it's the Baltimore Ravens running down on kickoff and he goes to sleep, hell, he went to sleep.
Yeah.
He was tired.
Weren't you the one that put him to sleep?
Yeah, he was sleepy.
So I said you don't feel bad about that.
He was running down there. He was yawning.
Carey just put him to bed.
As far as my own teammate, first thing I want to know is how did he get hurt? Basically, who did it to him? Because we're going to take that number and put it in the bank. And then want to make sure he's okay and things like that. But first instance, I'm not scared. I'm not worried about being injured myself in that moment. Quite the opposite. I'm fired up.
Yeah, it depends on the scenario, who it is, how bad it is. If it's a head issue, if it's their teammate and if they got to bring the cart out, then you start to get worried. That's when you see guys praying, kind of the DeMar Hamlin situation, Ryan Shazier.
I've had
those things
two teammates drop during games. So yeah.
That to you, that is the scary part. That's when you're concerned. But if it's he got rolled on, he's got his foot stepped on. I mean, you get hurt every play, man.
Got a cramp.
Got a cramp. You're like, all right, get up. Come on, let's go. And I'll tell you the dirty secret about football In practice, when guys get hurt,
it's opportunity.
No. Move the drill down 20 yards.
Oh, yeah.
So they don't even stop.
Yeah.
You know what? So you bring that up, and I've always wondered this. And I understand if there's a guy that gets hurt in the middle of the field, it's one thing. When there's a guy that is like hobbling towards the sideline and then falls 5 feet away from the sideline, and we have to go to another 5-minute commercial break, I get so irate.
Just drag him.
Just walk 5 more feet and take care of it on the sideline. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. I have a theory. Like I tell my son this who plays football, and when I coach, I tell kids this: like, don't lay on the ground. If you lay on the ground, then I know you're really hurt. Like, if you're laying on the ground because your ankle hurts or, you got your finger stepped on and you're rolling, and I come out there, I'm going to be pissed off because you got family, and depending on what level you're on, if you're in high school, Little League, you got family in the stands, they're watching, they're concerned, mom is freaking out because you're laying there. If you're in college or in the NFL, your parents might be watching on TV or your family members, get your ass up. Like, I've snapped on college kids because I thought the kid tore his Achilles and it was just a sprained ankle and he was rolling on the ground like he died. And I snapped on him because we're in a different city. Your parents are at home watching. Your mom is now freaking the hell out because you are rolling around on the ground like you're dying. Get the hell up, please, and walk off the field so your parents and your family knows that you're okay, and get to the sideline. Like, if you can't get up, you tore something hurts that bad, understandable, but always get up. 1, your family's watching. 2, you never want to give the opposing team the knowledge that you're really hurt. And if you're going to come back in the game, like, you have to be somewhat psycho. You have to let them know that they didn't hurt you. So get up.
I've told you this before, but when I was a young kid, really young, like 7, 8 years old, you get these situations you get hit in a game and you lay on the ice, and sometimes as a young kid, you're looking for a little attention, So my dad, after one game, said to me, "Hey, you laying on the ice, eh? How you feeling?" "I'm fine." He goes, "All right." He goes, here's how it's going to work from now on. He said, "If I ever see you lay on the ice again, you may quit. You may be done with hockey. I'm certainly going to be done watching you." And he said, all you're doing is you look weak and the other team thinks they hurt you.
Yeah.
So he says, unless you're dying, drag your ass to the bench, lay on the bench, whatever it is. Don't you ever lay on the ice again while I'm watching you play hockey. No. And I never did. For the rest of my career, I drugged my bum leg to the bench, whatever it was, concussed. I'd skate in circles for 12 seconds and find my way to the bench.
You get up.
You get up.
I thought a teammate broke my rib in practice. Like, it was a toss. He was safety coming off the edge. Nobody blocked him. He put his helmet right in my rib. Yep. Got back in the huddle. I think it's broke. Played another play. Went to the sideline. I think he broke my rib. To this day, he still doesn't know he took a shot on me and it hurt like hell. Never give him that satisfaction. That's my brother. Ray Lewis, I thought he broke my ankle. Like, he did one of those horse collar tackles on the sideline. Couldn't get me down, dropped his whole body weight. I could literally feel my foot swelling in my shoe. Jogged back to the huddle, ran one more play, jogged off, told that trainer, "Yep, I think my ankle's broke." Pretty sure it's broke.
Think we're done here.
Yep, done. I ain't play no more of that game. Missed the next 2 weeks. It was a high ankle sprain. But you never give the opponent the satisfaction of knowing that they got the bet. Get your ass up and jog off the field and deal with it over there where no one can see you.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Because we don't want another 5-minute commercial break, Anthony.
Exactly. It all comes back to what Mark was hoping for
commercials.
With those commercials. Part 2 of the Sixer next on 101 ESPN.
It's time for the Fast Lane to answer your sports questions.
I want to ask you a bunch of questions, and I want to have them answered immediately.
Asking me all these weird questions.
Answer the question. Answer the question.
Answer me!
Refreshed by Urban Chestnut. Urban Chestnut Swickle Light Premium Light Beer. Live your lifestyle, St. Louis.
It's Fastlane on 101 ESPN. Carey Davis, Jamie Rivers, Anthony Stalter. Question 3, please, in the Sports Six-Pack.
Question number 3.
All right, from Grant Francis Fan Club. Rangers named JT Miller captain. How bad of a look is that for Vancouver?
It's a weird one, right? But I think that if you ask everybody in Vancouver, they'll tell you that the organization knows they got it wrong by keeping Elias Pettersson instead of JT Miller. The problem is Elias Pettersson has 7 more years left on his deal at an astronomical number. I believe it's like $11 million a year, which means nobody was just going to take that on, especially with how poorly that Pettersson was playing. So you traded JT Miller. Yeah, Pettersson's got 7 more years at $11.6 million, and he came off a horrendous season. Nobody's picking that up. So you moved on from JT Miller, and everybody knew he's a captain type player. He's a gritty guy, gutsy guy. I'm not surprised. I thought they may have gone with Vincent Trocheck just because he's been there longer, and he's obviously a real good character guy. But in the 2 times that Miller's been a Ranger, he's been one of the top guys on the team. So not much of a surprise from the Rangers, and yeah, the Canucks just continue to look poor all the time through this whole thing, and one just has to wonder, where Quinn Hughes is going to end up, following his tenure here, because Quinn Hughes right now has got this year and next year, then he's unrestricted. I can't imagine he's going to sign up for another 8 years with a Vancouver Canucks team that is going the wrong way right now.
I'm sure the zoo will have, the free zoo that is, will have some new features here in a few years that maybe would entice.
It better be featured in New Jersey, though.
Well, I don't think their zoo is free, so...
I don't think Quinn Hughes cares. I think his brother will pay for the zoo for him.
We'll just have to get his brother on the team, too.
Get them all! Get the Hughes brothers and the Kitchucks!
Yes. All right, the 417 text in and says, I'm a girl and just wanting to know more about football and the football rules. Can you please explain all the fuss around the tush push and the supposed false starts and why the refs can't call that?
I was going to say a line in the movie that we say often, and I was going to say there's some baby back. Yeah.
It's a big robot.
Big ass robot. They're complaining. Stop crying. If you're mad about the tush push, you know what you can do, Anthony, Jamie, Marshy?
Go fast on ourselves.
Stop it. Well, that too. You can win on 1st and 2nd down.
Oh.
You can limit the team, the Philadelphia Eagles, from getting it to be 3rd and 1. How about you play better defense on 1st down so they don't get 9 yards? How about you play better defense on 2nd down so they can get 5 more yards to make it 3rd and 1? Stop crying and play better defense on 1st and 2nd down. Nobody cares, man. Nobody cares.
Nobody?
I mean, they are lining up over the line of scrimmage.
So, okay, that was one instance.
It was twice.
But then
it was a very important part of the game. I'm just saying I don't have a problem with the tush push. I don't have a problem with the tush push, but if you are going to do it and the referees are watching, they need to call it correctly. That's all I'm saying.
So here's what
I will say that, but if you go back and you look at the body of work, they're not offside every time.
I'm not saying that they are. I'm just saying, though, when they are, make sure you're calling it.
Marsh might be onto something here. If the referees get to a point where they can't really call it correctly, if it's offsides or anything like that, they'll get rid of it.
No.
Your mind. It's a freaking football play.
And
the quarterback sneak has been in
the Chargers did it last
years.
Hey, if they continue to jump off
call yourself a football guy.
Hold on, Jamie.
Wow, that was
First of all,
uncalled for.
First of all, put on your glasses so you can hear what I'm about to say.
It'd be like me saying you shouldn't have any slap shots in hockey because Al McKinnon shoots the puck too hard.
Slap shots.
What, is that quarterback sneak? Same thing.
If the refs can't figure out how to determine whether or not they're jumping off sides, like if the Eagles continue to do this, then they'll kick it out.
How about
That's the first time I've
seen it. If they're offside, you blow the friggin' flag.
And here's what's going to happen.
Whatever.
Whoever the Eagles play this week, the referees will be alerted by the coaches of that team, of that staff. They will be warned, hey, just keep an eye out on, similar to what you saw with the Chiefs, every time Jawan Taylor lined up in the backfield. Every coach that they played that week reminded the referees. That's why he started getting more penalties. So if they're jumping off sides, cool. It'll be called. The Los Angeles Chargers did the same exact play last night on their 3-yard line, on their 1-yard line when they were backed up in their own end zone.
I don't care.
And pushed them out.
I don't care. That's fine. Do it.
It's football.
I'm just saying.
If you're going to do it correctly. And if you're the referee, make the damn call. That's your damn job.
I don't care.
That's the job. But when you have two
Anthony's theory of
offensive
just
linemen,
sabotaging it so it goes away, that's
when
not
they're
going to work.
lunging forward a second before the ball snapped, I'm sorry, you have to call it correctly. I have no problem with the tush push or the brotherly shove, whatever they want to call it.
Yeah.
I have no problem with it. It works. But do it correctly.
No, you're not.
Totally, yeah.
These people.
No, you're not.
Take away the quarterback sneak.
These people.
Take it away.
Stop. We can't do it. We can't stop it.
Yeah.
You got 3 down.
You know, you're right, Anthony. Alex Ovechkin should have been banned 10 years ago because everybody knew he was going to shoot that one-timer, and he scored anyway, and it should have been banned. He was too good at it. We should have banned that way back when so that he could never catch Gretzky. Okay, you're right.
Anthony, he didn't put his glasses on because that's not what we're arguing.
That's correct. He can't.
It's the same thing. It's a hockey play. That's a football play. You can't stop it finding something to do about it.
I think they should be able to stop.
No, it would be
Maybe
like
you snap somebody's femur once.
It'd be like
it's over.
Don't worry, Carey's going to make him drag his ass off the field anyways.
Get up and get out the field.
It would be like if John Carlson is at the top, at the blue line, and he's actually not in the offensive zone. He's in the neutral zone and makes a pass over to Ovechkin, who then scores, and they call it a goal. That's
not an illegal play. That's bad officiating.
That's offsides. That's what it is.
It's offsides. It's literally what it is.
Not an illegal play.
Nice job, Marshy. We have effectively proven Jamie wrong.
No, all you've proven is that you just don't believe in football plays.
Oh, stop it. Oh, this is perfect for Jamie. Does Mizzou's matchup next week not look as daunting? Speaking of not believing in something or somebody
Kidding me?
or some team.
I had my face painted yellow and black all weekend.
You better.
I did.
Okay. These Mizzou fans are pissed.
Not at me. They're happy. They're celebrating.
Why are
Trust
they
me.
mad?
They're celebrating more now. You gave them a reason to celebrate more. Celebrate harder. All right, we'll talk about Mizzou next on 101 ESPN. 7:07, your time check is brought to you by Clarkson Jewelers, an officially licensed Rolex jeweler with Carey Davis and Andrew Marsh and Jamie Rivers. I'm Anthony Stalter. Does Mizzou's matchup next week against South Carolina look less daunting? It all depends. Lenore Sellers, is he playing or not? If he's playing, then no. If he's not, then yes. It's so weird how that game went from being circled on the schedule for Mizzou to where it's not irrelevant, because if you lose the game, that's not great. No. But now South Carolina, which I thought was the NCAA of AA is just weird to me in several ways. But Notre Dame's 0-2, and they stay in the top 25. That's because they're Notre Dame. Whereas, I understand that. Whereas South Carolina, what are they now, 1-2 or 1-1?
2-1.
They're 2-1, and they drop out.
That's
Which
because
is weird.
they're not Notre Dame.
Well, that's weird because they were, number 11, right?
Yeah.
And they dropped
That's a
all
long
the way
way to
out,
go, Carey.
and their starting quarterback got injured.
Okay, how do you spell South Carolina? Never mind. How do you say it?
South Carolina?
Okay, see, what I'm not hearing is Notre Dame.
Anthony, okay.
You're not wrong.
I don't think I have.
Do you have anything else to offer?
No. They're not Notre Dame.
Well, I think it's stupid. But anyways.
I agree.
I think that for Missouri, they have to treat this game, if I'm Drink and the coaching staff and the players, treat this game like you are playing the number 11 South Carolina team. Don't look at it any other way. I don't care who's in the lineup.
Play like you have the previous three
Play like
games.
a champion today.
Yeah.
Play like you have the previous 3 games, save for the first quarter against Kansas. It's the only quarter they didn't play well thus far. And I get it, the opponents haven't been great, but Mizzou has looked very sharp. They've looked sharp from certainly from a running game standpoint, especially last game against Louisiana. Perbula has stepped in and has looked like a dude. I mean, he's looked like the guy that they got from Penn State that, they had him come over, especially after what's-his-face went back to Penn State. Drew Aller. Mm-hmm. He goes back to Penn State. They get Perbula, and Perbula has looked fantastic. He runs well. There's a couple of really nice passes he made against Kansas in that win. Mizzou has looked good. Front seven I really like. I love Trotter.
What is the South Carolina defense like? I don't know enough about them. I'm not going to pretend to.
I think they're a middling defense in the SEC.
So that's my only concern for Mizzou. One, I shouldn't say concern. I want them to win. You beat South Carolina. You get UMass after that, and then you've got quite a lineup if you're Mizzou. And if I'm Drink and the Mizzou team, I want to start playing some better opponents before I'm hammered with Alabama, Auburn, Vanderbilt now, Texas A&M, and then Oklahoma. Mm-hmm. I'd rather not be relying upon my Central Arkansas, Kansas, Ragin' Cajuns, and then a depleted South Carolina team, and then a UMass team.
I don't think you're wrong.
I
don't think you're wrong.
I want Perbula to be tested by, I want to see him rise above a strong defense.
You've got a really good schedule heading into Alabama, especially if Sellers doesn't play. Sellers doesn't play, it becomes a game in which you absolutely, positively have to win. I don't care what you look like. Win that game because you will beat UMass, and you're going to be unbeaten then going up against Alabama, who waxed you last year, but you lost your quarterback in the second quarter.
Yeah.
And that Alabama team, as we know, they have looked good the last 2 weeks.
I don't know if we know what they are yet either.
See, Alabama will struggle against a mobile quarterback. I think it's big that Perbula has shown that he can run a little bit. And I'm not just go back. It's not just Thomas Castellanos that beat Alabama. They have struggled with mobile quarterbacks. So I think that this is a situation that, again, if you win against South Carolina, it's not a layup, but if you can beat them, you're going to beat UMass, and you're unbeaten. I think you got a real chance to beat Alabama, given what you do well.
Man, that would be fun, and that's in Columbia too.
And you don't have to go on the road until October 18th. Mm-hmm. I mean, things are really setting up here, but you got to handle business. But yes, of course, it looks less daunting now to face South Carolina if Sellers is not going to play. And by the way, the line for this game is -12. Mizzou is -12. So
That's a lot.
I would assume then that there's no way Sellers is playing.
I don't think so.
Because they're not going to offer a line of plus 12 on South Carolina if odds makers feel as though that Lenore Sellers are going to.
Well, especially right now, people would jump all over that bet.
Correct. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
And then you go, oh, darn, just kidding. It's -7.
Right. Now the lines they'll open up toward Friday. That's when they'll make the lines, not the lines, but the limits. The limits will be higher on Friday. So, but still, I mean, plus 12, they're not going to pass out that number.
It could change though, right?
Oh, it can absolutely change
if he's able to play.
That would change dramatically.
I don't think we know yet, but to me, Lenore Sellers coming into this season was my favorite to win the Heisman. I thought he was going to be. They were a really good team last year. They were my sleeper to be in the college football playoffs. Him being the Heisman front runner.
Sorry, Carey.
They definitely. I don't root for South Carolina Gamecocks. I'm not rooting for him.
Oh.
But I do think he's a really good quarterback. It sucks that he got injured. It's part of the game, but if he's unable to play, I agree with you 100%. Mizzou has to win this game. There's no doubt about it. If he does play, you still got to win the game, right? You still have to find a way to win the game. You're at home. You're favored. You're looking like the better team right now, so we'll see how it goes.
All right, we have changed this next segment, the title of this next segment, 42 times, and we have changed it again. Wisdoms and Whiffs. Wisdoms and Whiffs, things that we called correctly over the last week, and things we whiffed on. Yeah, you do.
I just forget.
It's okay, Jamie. We're here for you. Wisdoms and Whiffs next on 101 ESPN. Jamie, do you know why tomorrow is a big day?
No, not really, Anthony.
Yeah, I don't either. That's why we called Stewie. Stewie, why is tomorrow such a big day?
Well, for one thing, it may be one of your guys' birthdays. Is it one of your guys' birthdays?
No. We're all March birthdays.
You can buy me a gift. It's fine.
Yeah.
I guess it's not that big, but maybe it is big because city money can make a difference in someone's lives. Tomorrow, the Federal Reserve is going to announce a cut. I anticipate 0.25%. The market today, the interest rate market, is already factored in that cut. So what you have to worry about is not what they do, but what they say. And if they turn around and say, hey, we're going to cut it, but because inflation is so high, we may not cut it more in the future. We'll have to see what happens. You may actually see the interest rates go up. If they cut it more than 0.25% and they're going to be aggressive in the future, which, by the way, is not their MO. They like to be cautious. They don't like to be aggressive. Then you may see interest rates actually drop. My bet is they're going to cut it 0.25%. They're going to give some caution in that conversation, which is what you want Powell to hear what he has to say. And that's where you may see a bounce back up on those interest rates. What can you do? You can lock the rate in now. If rates go down more than 0.5% before we close, we can adjust it anyway. Lock it in now. Get the savings. No closing costs. Later on, if they go down again, you can refinance again because you know what, guys? How much are they going to pay with us?
Zero.
That's right. Get the bagel low, no closing costs, so you don't lose anything.
And don't procrastinate. Call our guy, Stewie, right now. He's the man with the plan. That number is 314-324-4440.
Again, that number is 314-324-4440.
Give him a call. Shoot him a text. Again, don't procrastinate. Get involved immediately so Stewie can help you quicker. Again, tell Stewie that Anthony and Jamie sent you in. He loves hearing that. And if you can't remember that number, Anthony, what can you do?
You can always Google the Bagalone. Thanks, Stewie.
NMLS number 226715.
Don't slow down. You're in the
All right, we have changed this title a lot, but the concept is the same. It's things that we can gloat about and things that we need to crush ourselves about. It's wisdoms and whiffs from the past week here in the Fast Lane on 101 ESPN. Marsh, would you like to start us off?
Yes, I will start off. We had a debacle last week about the tight ends. Were we going to pick tight ends? Were we not going to pick tight ends for our player matchups? And we ended up going with the tight ends, and I said Tucker Kraft is going to have a good day for the Green Bay Packers. And then, Anthony, we were between Tucker Kraft and Zach Ertz, and we both agreed Tucker Kraft was the right play this weekend for fantasy football. And my goodness, did he ball out. I believe he had 24 points on Thursday night.
He was great, absolutely. Speaking of outstanding fantasy football calls, Marsh, I believe I was the one that said Jerry Jeudy over Keon Coleman.
I knew this was coming.
And Jerry Jeudy outperformed Keon Coleman.
He had 62 to like 38.
Mm-hmm.
That's not
outperformed
great.
him. So that was one of my wisdoms. And one of these two guys is whiffs.
Oh, boy. Well, I didn't say anything on the whiff,
It's
did I?
me.
Oh, I did,
He's talking about me.
Yeah, mostly you. Yeah,
Jamie,
right,
too.
Carey.
He's talking about me.
Although I will go with some wisdom. I said that there would not be a massive drop-off from Brock Purdy to Mac Jones, that Kyle Shanahan could work magic with Mac Jones. Mac Jones went on to go 26 of 39, 279 yards, 3 touchdown passes, and a victory over the New Orleans Saints. Yeah, it's the Saints. But Carey, he thought nothing of Mac Jones. In fact, shouldn't even give that guy a uniform.
He said that. He
Pretty
can have a
close.
uniform.
Go back. It's pretty close.
They give out uniforms to people.
Yeah.
Especially if you're the starting quarterback now.
Even if you're an
gotta have a
active
uniform.
quarterback.
Yeah.
It's an emergency.
Yep.
Just in case. My wisdom was I thought Trevor Lawrence was going to play pretty well, and he did. They didn't win. He threw 3 touchdowns.
Throw the numbers.
Yeah, he.
Is there anything more dismissive than the wave off the whatever?
They didn't win. Brian Thomas Jr. dropped a lot of passes that were right in the bread basket that Liam Cohen wanted him to throw it to. You know, he didn't want to get hit. I saw a couple of those throws over the middle, running into a defender. He was like, he made a couple of business decisions. There's nothing you could tell me to make me believe otherwise. Those are business decisions. But I felt like I was correct on Trevor Lawrence having a good game, even though they didn't win.
I said before the start of the season that A&M would be a sleeper playoff contender. And you at least have to consider it after they upset Notre Dame in South Bend over the weekend. So that was another one of my wisdoms.
I whiffed on the New York football Jets. I thought that they were going to run the ball really well. I saw how well they ran the ball against the Steelers. Turns out the Steelers just can't stop the run.
lo and behold.
Man, who'd have thunk it, right?
It was actually Pittsburgh that was the problem.
Yeah, because Buffalo gave up a lot of rushing yards the week before.
Yeah.
And they fixed some things.
They had no issues moving the ball on the ground against Pittsburgh.
None.
Yeah. Yeah, so it turns out the Steelers just seem to stink up. I watched a fullback. It brought tears to my eyes and joy to my heart. But I watched the fullback from Seattle block not one, but two Pittsburgh Steelers linebackers. He blew that man up, and the next man got caught in it too. Now, part of me, damn excited. Damn, that's a good block. The other part of me, damn, y'all can't get two people off one guy, man. The hell are y'all doing?
There was a play too. I think it was the outside linebacker, 41, that he like looked behind him to make sure that he was lined up right, and the snap already happened, and then he took a horrible angle on. I think it was Kenneth Walker's touchdown run.
Listen, man,
it doesn't look good.
They stink defensively.
Who'd have thought?
Yeah.
My biggest whiff, and I mean the biggest whiff of the weekend, was me saying that Marsh's Vikings were a layup on Sunday Night Football against my Falcons.
I felt like that was
Carey, I was
intentional.
wrong.
Nah, I
I
think
got
you did
this
that on
one
purpose.
wrong. I said the Vikings over the Falcons was going to be a layup. And look, man, that pick stunk as much as J.J. McCarthy stunk on Sunday night.
JJ is not even really hurt, man.
No, he's
JJ
not.
is healthy, and they
He's
told him
hurt.
to go
They might
sit
send him
down.
on a vacation somewhere.
He's hurt. They're gonna try to DFA him, and he can't even DFA him in football.
Wow.
He's hurt.
He's
the question
not.
is
His
he
pride
that
is hurt. Marshy, I watched the man run the ball and scramble around like 2 plays before the game ended. He still had juice in the tank, man.
Carey,
He
they
still
were
had some
taping his
gas.
foot up, and Carson Wentz was warming up.
Marshy, you are a sweet soul, brother, and you're gonna believe it until you see it. You don't.
I don't know how him sitting helps his development.
He gets some practice.
I don't think. I think what Carey's saying is they don't care about his development. They've seen enough.
Yeah.
Which can't be the case.
Listen, he was terrible.
Yeah.
For 2 games.
Listen,
he was terrible for 7 quarters. That does not equate to 2 games.
So
here's
about
what
a
I
quarter
heard.
off.
Here's what I heard.
3/4.
Yesterday's press conference, Kevin O'Connell was addressing the J.J. McCarthy, all that stuff. And he also said that it was necessary to take J.J. McCarthy out of the lineup because there are radio hosts in St. Louis that are now blaming Kevin O'Connell instead of J.J. McCarthy.
That makes sense.
He did say that.
Did he say that?
Yeah. He said specifically.
That's odd that he'd point this city out because there are people in Minneapolis that are also a little upset at Kevin O'Connell.
Well,
I don't know how much you want Kevin KOC to do.
So this
run the football. How about that? Let's run the football.
I don't think they
Did you
could.
see that Falcons defense?
They stuffed them. All right, hey, here's an interesting one. I don't know if you saw this, but J.J. McCarthy, passer rating.
Did this turn into a crap all over my football team segment? I thought
it's
this was
just
wisdoms
topical.
and whiffs.
It's a whiff.
It's a whiff.
It's a whiff.
I whipped on this.
Yeah.
I don't think you were the only one.
I think
whipped on it.
Anthony has some interesting stats.
So let's just say J.J. McCarthy.
Yeah, Anthony's 33rd in the league. There's 32 teams. I get it.
Hang on.
33rd in the league.
Listen, Andrew.
You know that.
You gotta listen. You don't know what's coming.
So J.J. McCarthy, had he just spiked the ball on every pass attempt on Sunday night, his passer rating would have been 39.6. So J.J. McCarthy comes out, he just fires that pigskin right into the ground. His passer rating would have been 39.6.
What is his actual
His
passer
actual
rating?
passer rating against Atlanta was 37.5.
God, Anthony, can you stop it, man? I wore your freaking jersey yesterday in the helmet.
I'm sorry, Marsh.
We're moving on. We got Carson Wentz is behind center now.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Jeez.
I just found it interesting.
Carey, your favorite team don't even know the damn rules.
They don't. They do not.
No, but you're right about that.
Rejecting now.
Hurt people hurt people.
Don't bring up I'm not even going to bring up the Super Bowl from a few years ago.
Marsh, I'll do this, okay? I'll do this.
Jamie has 3 teams.
Yeah.
So any given year, he can have a good season.
Can I give you another whiff that was non-Minnesota, okay?
Yeah, of course.
I did say that My Central Michigan Chippewas were a sleeper playoff contender after they beat San Jose State.
That was
no one believed that though.
That was bad.
He's coming after you now.
He is taking shots.
Oh yeah. He's so mad right now.
He is bothered.
He's firing in all directions.
I thought he turned the music off.
That's it. The segment's over with.
Hey, we're done. We'll never do this damn segment again.
Break.
Yep. Okay. Any other
whiff
whiffs?
with the Dolphins?
I think we all did.
I had Commanders, too. I whiffed on the Commanders.
I remember saying, you got Tyreek Hill, you got Waddle, you got all these players. There's no way you're going to lose to the Patriots.
Mm-hmm.
And you lost it.
I whiffed on my Steelers. Kickoff return. The fact that you can't stop the run is it's troubling, to say the least. Got to be able to stop the run.
Rodgers had 2 interceptions, too.
Yeah.
I had the Saints winning over the 49ers. That was a massive whiff.
No, it wasn't massive. I thought about it, and then I flipped it. All right. Is that it? I said the Ravens would pump the Browns, but, wasn't much of a call. Oh, I also said Jags-Bengals, high scoring.
Mm-hmm.
That was.
He didn't say Joe Burrow would get hurt and be out for the year.
No, why would I say that? Marsh did say Josh Allen would get hurt.
He did hurt his nose this weekend, and my heart stopped for a second.
Yeah, because you knew you were going to be on the hook for that.
Probably.
He didn't lay on the field, though. He got his butt up and ran off.
Oh, okay. He's a grown man. He's not kids like you've been picking on.
I picked the wrong quarterback, Anthony.
You did.
When we talked about injuries that one day.
Yep.
The obvious answer was right in front of me.
Right there. So that was a whiff.
That was a whiff, going back to the offseason.
Yes, sir. Beat the streak, bet the board, next in the Fast Lane on 101 ESPN.
Are you tired of checking out the stock market every morning and you're stressed out? The anxiety is just too much for you because you're watching the market go up and down, up and down. How about if I told you could invest in something that has steady returns and that'll take the stress out of your life? Yeah, that's farmland. Take it from the experts, too. Warren Buffett, Bill Gates, Jags owner Shad Khan, they all see the value in owning U.S. farmland. And guess what? You don't need to be a billionaire to do that at all. You can get it involved on many, many different levels. And one thing that I know for sure is that when you do invest in farmland, you got those steady returns, long-term growth, and it appreciates every year. The farmland keeps appreciating. And if you're a farm owner right now and you're looking to maximize the value of its full potential, then get in touch with AgVest. They're going to help you with full-service management from sourcing and diligence to rent, as well as tenant selection. So all you have to do, if you want to buy into farmland or if you have farmland that you're looking to have AgVest help you with, is call my guy, the founder of AgVest, Chris Bronner. His number, 618-520-7022. Again, that number, 618-520-7022, or you can visit agvestadvisors.com. Buy land. They're not making it anymore.
I'm Andrew Marsh. It's time for a Sports Center update brought to you by Saliga Heating and Cooling. The Cardinals looking to win a ball game tonight as they take on the Cincinnati Reds. They lost last night by a final score of 11-6. Michael McGreevy is on the mound tonight. He will face off against Andrew Abbott. First pitch is at 6:45. If you have missed anything from today's show, make sure you go to 101ESPN.com or check out the free Dobbs Tire and Auto Center's 101 ESPN mobile app. Just head to the podcast page. You'll find all of our shows there, and it's all brought to you by the Schaefer Door Company. We have Beat the Streak and Bet the Board coming up next. I'm Andrew Marsh, and the Sports Center update is brought to you by Saliga Heating and Cooling, a Daikin heating and air conditioning dealer.
I want to hit baseballs.
All of my successes depend on me.
You're ready to hit.
The hits just keep on coming.
And his first big league hit is a bullet up the middle.
It's Fastlane on 101 ESPN with Andrew Marsh, Carey Davis, and Jamie Rivers. I'm Anthony Stalter. Welcome in Nick again. What's up, Nick?
Hey, how's it going?
Good, man. You're rolling right now.
Oh, yeah. Just press some luck, really.
Hey, that's all right, man. Sometimes it's better be, you're just great overall. Marsh, what are the latest streaks?
Nick has a streak of 3. I have a streak of 3. Anthony, you have a streak of 3. Jamie is at 2, and Carey is at 1.
Good boy, Carey.
All right, Nick, you're up.
Let me get Ivan Herrera.
Oh, Ivan. All right. Marsh?
I'll go with Alec Burleson.
Okay. Just checking. Guess I should have checked this beforehand. You don't want to just assume, Carey.
He's looking for a Reds player.
Yeah. What made you think that?
Marte, please. So make sure he was in the lineup.
Brendan Donovan for me, please.
Old BD.
I'm a double down with Nolan Arenado.
Okay. All right, Nick. Good luck to you and Ivan Herrera, and hopefully we'll get a chance to talk to you tomorrow.
Yeah, sounds good. You guys have a good night.
You too. Thank you.
Thanks, Nick.
From Beat the Streak to Bet the Board. Okay, Marsh. What are the latest standings?
All right, the latest standings for Bet with Barry. Of course, Barry is in first place.
Of course.
Naturally.
Not a shocker there by any means. Jamie has 6 points. 6 points. Anthony, you have 5 points. I have 5 points. And Carey has 4.
All right, Major League Baseball. Let's head out to Kansas City tonight. I've got the Mariners and Logan Gilbert on the money line at minus 138. Old Gibby's been pitching pretty good.
Bob?
No. It wouldn't be Bob Gibson.
No, he's pretty good, too. Though.
Yeah, always great. Diamondbacks minus 132 against those scuffling Giants. Diamondbacks minus 132.
I'm going to go with the Milwaukee Brewers minus 1.5 over the Los Angeles Angels. That is at minus 131.
All right, man.
Jose Ramirez.
Oh, hey.
Whoa.
It ain't my turn?
No, it definitely is.
Yeah, but we want to make sure you get...
Jose Ramirez, 1.5 hits, runs, and RBI. Minus 129. The hell are we doing here?
I was trying to give you your time to say it.
I did it. I didn't need that much time.
It didn't feel right.
Was it going too fast?
Yeah, you went way too fast. I like it when you go a lot slower, Carey.
Jose Ramirez, 1.5 hits, runs, RBI.
You don't need to be condescending.
Yeah, that's a little slow, but it's still better than the alternative.
Okay. Slow it down for you all.
Speaking of Major League Baseball.
Thinking of my buddy Anthony on that one.
Thank you. Tigers, Tarek Skubal through a bullpen session. He's going to start on Thursday. So remember when you guys were talking about how the Tigers aren't going to win the World Series?
I don't think that was any of us.
Skubal is going to be just fine. Dabo Sweeney attacked the media today.
Yeah, he was upset.
Said, hey, listen, if Clemson's tired of winning, they can send me on my way. But I'm going to go somewhere else and coach. I ain't going to the beach. Hell, I'm 55.
I just learned how to coach.
I've got a long way to go. You all are going to have to deal with me for a while.
Is that how
That's what Dabo said. He said, I would just say, if you don't believe in us, because we've lost 2 games down in the last play, and we're 1-2, you didn't believe in us anyways, so it don't matter. You weren't all in anyway. All we've done is win, Sweeney said. We've won this league 8 out of the last 10 years. Is that not good? I'm just asking. Is that not good? To win your league 8 out of the 10 years, to go to the playoffs 7 out of the last 10 years, be in 4 national championships, win it twice. Yeah, we're a little down right now. Take shots. Got a long memory. We'll be all right. We'll bounce back.
Oh, yeah.
Why is he talking like that?
If we stink because we haven't played for the national championship since January of 2020, well, I guess we stink. But why are we held a different standard from all the other teams out there who ain't even won nothing?
You're not held to a different standard, actually.
I work for the Board of Trustees, President and the AD. And if they're tired of me leading this program, all they got to do is let me know. Program. I'll go somewhere else where there is an appreciation, Sweeney said.
Is that Bud Kilmer?
I don't know if it'll be here, but it'll be somewhere. We're not perfect, and we may suck this year.
He didn't say that.
He did.
No.
He did.
Oh, man, he really was off the deep end.
I'll read it again. We're not perfect, and we may suck this year. We may lay a friggin' egg and go 6-6, but I don't think so. I know that's going to be a disappointment to a lot of people, but I don't think so. The reason we are the best program in college football is because we've always battled. We've always responded. Let's respond like we always have, and let this story be written.
Good old Clemson, huh?
Good job, Dabo.
Anthony, if Dabo Sweeney were to receive an email from, I don't know, a fan, or maybe not even a fan anymore, what do you think that email would be?
Well, Marsh, I can't say for sure, but I think he would. I think the email would say something like this. I have switched to Georgia Tech. This may be the worst program I've ever watched.
You have
Dabo Sweeney doesn't back anything with stats or facts. You haven't a 10-year fan. Just horrendous, especially cocky, fat A, Dabo Sweeney. Signed Patrick H. From South Carolina.
What is wrong with him?
How much time do you have?
What's the problem?
No, there's no problem. I thought that was
well
awesome.
Done. Well played, sir.
Just reading what Dabo said today.
Dabo's out of his mind. He's out of his mind. His team has not been good. Like, all I do is win. Really?
No matter what.
Not all I do is win, no matter what.
So, yeah, Dabo Sweeney a little angry today.
We had coaches upset after wins and after losses. You heard Brian Kelly upset after they won their game.
I actually agreed with Kelly in that one.
So I disagree.
What he said?
I didn't agree with all of it, but I do understand what he was saying.
He was saying, why is that the first question? But as a coach, and I was watching Cam Newton. Cam talked about it. Like, you're in the SEC. When you are a head coach of a storied program, that comes with the territory, man. All you had to say, all Brian Kelly had to say was, yeah, they're not excited about, we're happy we won, but you know what? We'd be much happier fixing things after a win than a loss. Was it perfect? No. Are we working on it? Yep. Next question.
Are we scoring enough points to win games right now? We are.
Carey, that team worked their tail off that night.
Yeah. He's very defensive. And I think when you get defensive like that, I think he knows that his offense stinks. They have a championship defense similar to what Texas has. Championship defense, offense, not great.
They haven't a championship offense.
They haven't a championship offense.
Yeah. They are going to run into some friggin' freight trains here. They got Well, Southeast Louisiana. Watch them run the score up there. I'd be 100 points if they can.
You like my offense now, do you?
Then they got Ole Miss, South Carolina, Vandy, A&M, Alabama, and Oklahoma to end the season.
Here's where I at least understood his point. Now, the whole thing of like do better, try better, blah, 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 that was just, he was defensive. And I agree he was defensive overall.
Yeah.
Clearly. But the thing that I actually was like, you know what, he brings a good point. They asked him right away about like the running game or something like that, right?
Anthony, they only put up 20 points.
Okay, yeah. Were they playing Florida A&M or Florida?
They created 5 turnovers, though. Like, if you get 5 turnovers, you should win. You should score more than 20 points.
Okay, fair. Did you criticize the Falcons the other night?
I did.
For?
The way they won.
No, I didn't. I said they looked good. They just didn't score. I said they didn't score inside the red zone. But offensively, I thought they looked outstanding.
You could have said, though, that 22 points, 7 of which were handed to them, they should have scored 42 that night. You could have said that, but why didn't you say that?
Because they have a rookie quarterback that is a second-year quarterback that is still figuring things out offensively and schematically.
So defensively stood up. They stood up. They ran the ball well. They stuck with what was working. They won the game the way that they needed to do.
Yeah.
And I thought LSU did it the same way. We could say, yeah, they should have had more points, but I think Brian Kelly's thought was like, really? You're criticizing me for the one thing that, I don't know if you remember, is the passing game or the running it or something. They were nitpicking, and his point was, we did what we had to do to win the football game.
Mm-hmm.
That's all. That's the only part I thought, I understand what he's saying here. And I felt like the media was nitpicking him after a win.
I think he's very sensitive.
He probably is.
In that moment, I think he was being very sensitive about the question. Because really, that's the first question you're going to ask me? You want people to praise you for winning a game. You should have won. You got 5 turnovers. Okay, why did you only score 20 points?
Mm-hmm.
You got a quarterback that some people believe is going to be a first-round draft pick. Why is the offense stalling out in the manner in which they have been? That to me is a fair question. Should it have been the first question? And I'm not the reporter. You answer the questions as they come. Should he have allowed somebody to warm up and make you feel all warm and fuzzy inside before he asked you that question? Because I don't think it was an irrelevant question. I don't think it was a bad question.
Mm-hmm.
I think Brian Kelly just didn't like it being the first question, which first or last is still a question that needed to be asked.
Yeah, I got NY chiming in here. NY, good pick on Kansas State, by the way. Carey, you're saying Carey's right. NY only pops in on college football talk, and he criticizes everybody's take, and yet he's the one that's like, go Kansas State. They're terrible.
We project very
understand what I'm saying. I agree with what Carey. Open your ears. I'm only responsible for what I say, not for what you hear. Understand this. No, NY, you said K-State. You said K-State was your sleeper pick after you criticized me for Texas A&M. I said, who's your pick then? Kansas State.
He did.
Okay. Carey, I agree with what you're saying. Brian Kelly is sensitive, much like I'm being sensitive right now. Carey is saying the right thing on that. I'm saying that one case, him addressing the reporter outright for how they won the game, I understood where he was coming from. That's all. All right, we'll wrap up the show next on 101 ESPN.
My buddy Derek Stevens, many years ago, sat with me in Las Vegas and told me about his plan to create the world's largest sports book. Well, he did so. He opened the Circus Sports Casino in Las Vegas, and it is absolutely incredible. And now that sports book is available in the palm of your hand. You just have to download the app. Circus Sports Illinois app's available on the website, the App Store. Super easy to find, very easy to download, very user-friendly. They've got great lines on futures bets, whether it's a Super Bowl, Stanley Cup, World Series. Get involved in the action. Tight money line splits, best odds of any app that's out there. And if I was making a pick tonight, which I did. I'm picking the Seattle Mariners at minus 138. I love that one. And because there's best odds of any app, I get bigger payouts as well. They've also got high betting limits for people like Carey who love to get involved all the time. But yes, download the Circus Sports Illinois app today. Make sure you don't miss out on any of the action. So many exciting things going on over there at Circus Sports. If you or someone you know may have a problem with gambling, call 1-800-GAMBLER or text ILGAMB to 833-234.
All right, it's Fastlane on 101 ESPN. If you missed anything from today's show, you can always download the podcast available at 101ESPN.com or visit the 101 ESPN Dobbs Tire and Auto Center's mobile app. All the podcasts brought to you by Schaefer Door Company. All right, let's find out what everybody learned today. Carey, what'd you learn?
I learned that Anthony thinks Kansas State is a terrible take. Terrible team this year. And he's right.
They are.
It's just funny, man. Like, I'm going to say this because then it's when we get something wrong.
Oh, we hear about it.
We admit it, and we still hear about it.
Yeah.
When somebody is very condescending when it comes to one of our picks and our predictions, and then we call them out and say, hey, what's your pick? And they wind up being wrong. There's no mention.
We'll hold your ass accountable.
And then if we defend ourselves, we're soft and we need to toughen up. Okay.
Nah.
Got it. Jamie, what'd you learn?
Nobody's safe.
It's true. That goes both ways.
Yeah.
What I learned is that, oddly enough, even if you just throw the football into the ground every time you get it as a quarterback, your passer rating can be better than actually trying. I never saw that coming. I never knew that could even be a thing.
Jesus.
I'm not trying to be a jerk.
It's a rough stat.
It's eye-opening.
How is that even possible?
That's what I'm saying.
How can you be? How can you? You know what? Just go ahead, Anthony.
Let it go,
Marshall.
Elsa.
Marsh, what'd you do?
I learned that I might be the punching bag of this group. That's fine.
Marsh, not every day.
Who went after me?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm looking at him.
Ooh, I didn't say anything.
All of you.
We talked about J.J. McCarthy. That's not saying you suck at football.
No. You know.
I just said I didn't know if he was actually hurt.
Carey, your laugh said everything. Every time you laugh.
I laugh a lot, too.
But your laugh's not Carey's laugh. There it is again. He doesn't have to say anything. He just laughs, and I know that he's agreeing with everything you're saying.
I don't know. Carey laughs at a lot of things.
I do. I laugh all the time.
Well, I'll move on from this. I also learned that sometimes it's nice if your teacher doesn't know who you are. And if you have test anxiety, like I used to have, and you turn your test in late, as long as your teacher doesn't know your name, you should be fine.
If you play it that way, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. What I learned today is that I don't know what I learned today, honestly.
You learned that your Falcons are a better team than you gave them credit for.
I learned that Jamie has impeccable timing when it comes to jingles or team songs.
He did have that.
That was really good.
Home Depot, here we go.
That was funny. All right, Marsh, what do we got?
All right, the 314 says I could listen to Anthony talk about him working out all show.
Oh,
baby.
Oh. Wow.
All right, Anthony.
Thanks, Kristen.
Yeah. I don't know if that was from Kristen. Curbstomp says, Jamie, you are the greatest comeback story. You died and came back to life.
That's a good point. That's literally a comeback story.
Certainly was.
Yep.
Literally died on the ice.
Didn't die on the ice.
Sorry, you're right.
It happened on the ice.
Happened on
People
the ice.
scrolling and leaving me dead on the ice.
I don't know. You've talked about some unbelievable situations. I wouldn't be shocked.
You guys ready for the 3 stars?
Yes, sir.
Sure.
It's time for the Fast Lane's 3 Stars of the Day. Presented by Circus Sports Illinois. Sports betting the way it should be.
All right, our 3rd star of the day, and this is one of the rules that we have in the Fast Lane. Anytime Gift Smith appears in the Fast Lane, he gets a star. So
Gift Smith
will be our 3rd star of the day.
What do you guys think Giff is right now? Do we know?
He's the offensive coordinator at Appalachian State.
I don't think so.
No, he is somewhere,
He's still
though.
in the NFL.
He's not. You'll see.
He's the Rams
he's the
defensive
Rams.
line coach and run coordinator.
Run game coordinator. Giff Smith.
Yeah, like
That guy.
That other Rams team.
Our 2nd star of the day goes out to Lisa. It is her 64th birthday today.
Right.
So happy birthday, Lisa.
All right, Lisa.
And this was a late addition to the 3 stars, but we have to give it to Ranthony because he did come out today in the show.
You gotta give him.
It shouldn't have. It shouldn't have. I reacted poorly.
No, don't take it back.
I don't take it back. I just reacted poorly. I you know, should have handled it in a different way.
Anthony, you did exactly what
You know what,
It's my
Anthony?
fault.
Everybody loves a good comeback story. You'll be better tomorrow.
I will. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. All right. That'll do it for us here in the Fast Lane on 101 ESPN. We appreciate most of you. No, we appreciate all of you.
Do we?
You make us better. Actually, some of you make us worse. But you know what? It's all good. Because it is just a sports radio show.
Yeah.
You know?
Can't be too serious about things.
No, yeah. I guess I guess ultimately what I'm trying to say here, guys, is that I truly am sorry that you feel that way. See ya!